Look at me, I'm Outsiders were going to try to pick that and try to pull what FaZe did yesterday and just completely clamp down on G2. But alas, here we are on Mirage, and I think, yes, that does kind of lean it back a little bit more towards G2's favor. I don't know. You know, obviously still reeling away from losing Dust 2 as well. But
yeah, that part is really tough. The nerf just is so... It says it's really bad for Outsiders. I mean, it wasn't a map. I mean, it was a map that they're famous for. It's not even like a map that they just win every single time, but they absolutely rely on it to at least be an option in vetoes.
What's that smoke doing? Norbert sees it as an invitation. Fire on his feet. Makes things kind of weird. He has to dive over towards Sandwich. And a headshot comes out against Nico, but he's still good. 72 health. Norbert's managed to slide onto the bench, and that's going to go unchecked. So down beneath JKS, but oh, JKS saw a little sliver of him and takes away the little map control that Outsiders were hoping to work with. Ladies and gentlemen, 4-0.
Only you could curse.
I know, it's uncanny.
He got an op.
James got an op of all things. Flit's gonna get the kill on Hooksy now. The whole round's gonna unravel. No, okay, he slides out through smoke. Hooksy stops it.
What?
James still swinging for the fences.
How do you find someone up there?
Him versus Hooksy.
Two biggest brains in Counter-Strike right here. Jesus versus GigaChat, who wins?
Yeah, well, the GigaChat's got support. James is on his own. No way.
Oh, he's gonna try to knife us.
Well, James won't be able to keep that op, but at least denies Hooksy his shenanigans. Alas, 4-0. Felt like Norbert was gonna make something happen there, but JKS caught wind of it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, sorry, Hunter.
Looked cool. Looked like Batman for a second. We're gonna find out some keys to victory on this round. It's great for stopping the rifle push to top cats. And, he goes unnoticed totally, and even if they molly boxes, he's in a fine spot. It's a very meta spot at the moment. It's been used. And they are potentially going to clear him, but they are also potentially going to forget about him. We'll see if anyone draws attention. Yeah, they haven't.
Oh my god. James gets tapped.
Oh my god.
Flit would have been a sitting duck, but it's James instead that gets popped, and now Fame applying pressure to the window. Flit gives the most important cover in catching Hunter off the catwalk, but JKS is also there, so layers to G2's mid setup. And a 3v3 is where we're left. Kickert leans out from ramp, calling bomb forward, while Hooksy also goes foraying for information. Flit, though, kind of squeezed in all directions, and it's a clean kill out of JKS. Again, with that A4, op shot out of Monacy, under pressure, and JKS survives on 8 to give G2 another.
Oh, Flit hit one more bullet, and he has a potential round right there, but runs out. JKS, and when we talked about yesterday, they didn't play Mirage, right? So it was that long-range under balk spray that JKS is famous for, the A4. Well, now he's playing Mirage, and we'll get to see it. It's already looking very comfortable. What if it was just the gun the whole time holding him back?
Right? And then the irony of that is that you'd think that of all positions, the A1S is still suited for like under balk, but not in the hands of JKS. He's just meant to be on the A4. And Monacy gonna open up shop with a double kill quick. Kickert's dead, Norbert's done, and James is all that's left. At a minute 38, it's already a 5v1. G2-0.
Oh, imagine. Anyone have a gun here? Yep. It's me.
Yo, JKS about to go God mode, I think, on this map. After seeing him play yesterday.
I said his line to him at the hotel lobby. It didn't even react.
Dude, yeah, you got completely...
Like he didn't even know.
No.
10-0.
Yes.
It was the A1S, the only player in the world to suffer from the A1S was JKS. Where's Sponge?
He's watching. Or he's playing Daisy. He's in Verkuda.
Is that close to Bermuda?
I don't know. Honestly, nice and easy. Man, G2 are just playing as they please at the moment. And Outsiders are getting spat out in every direction. Spat on. Disrespect. Kicker gonna try to come out from Palace.
Oh, he died.
Norbert, and JKS has gone down.
Uh-oh.
James about to get slid out on by Hunter.
I think James might just... Oh, no. Yeah, right underneath. Oy, 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 oy. CT's all the map control and opt for...
I mean, what is this?
I love Quake. So, yeah, Ilya, it's not that hard, is it?
Yeah. Oh, this is why you use this thing.
Okay. They're getting pugged on right now. At this point. 0.
0 ADR.
0 ADR.
Hit a shot, bro.
Throw a nade.
But yeah, you're right. They're getting pugged on. Every decision G2's making, it's going down easily. And Outsiders currently getting smoked. They get mid control this time. Finally not half of G2 in position to stop it. So, see if this could be the start of the T side for the Outsiders. Nico, oof, that could have been awkward, but down they go. JKS gonna get traded out by Kicker. Pistol for Fame, upgraded into the M4. James gonna draw attention with that kill towards Cat, but Nico turns his attention away from Palace and finds Fame over towards Jungle. That Jungle peak was about to clear out those players inside of Window, and then A-Site would have been a concern.
Oh,
Instead,
he hears him.
Hooksy's got a chance here. Individual level needs to be clean. Drops bomb first and foremost, and now Kickert will be tasked with a clutch.
Oh, and he's getting tucked? Oh, he threw a nade, so now they... Kicker knows where he's at, but he doesn't win the duel versus the Giga Chad himself. Hooksy does it all by himself, and they close out another round. What are we at? 10-0 or
14-0?
Call it.
No, it's 8.
Outsiders would never get 60 node.
You said it.
They won Rio.
Again, nobody can take away that trophy, but this, if this is a 2-0 loss in this fashion, it will take away some of their glory.
Yeah.
And at that point, they'd almost hope that winning the major wouldn't have gotten them invited to World Finals. They could have won on the major and walked away for the year. You know? They could have gone into next year. They could have just rested.
Kept everyone scared.
Yep. And instead, a somewhat embarrassing event.
Ooh.
Jame will not even get a chance to shoot, and then Monacy's already posted for that top mid peak, so Flit deleted.
I would just like to say also, Liquid are really good, and G2 are really good right now.
Sure.
We'll also say that.
But we came to this event with Outsiders, and everybody wanted to see them play Navi. Everybody wanted to see them play FaZe. You know, we wanted to see them play against the world's best, and it's not the world's best that have bested them.
Didn't even get the chance. Yeah, they got two kind of good starting matches in a. We'll see how well Liquid do and G2 do the rest of this event. That can help shape things up, but you just gotta win at the end of the day. And it ain't easy these days.
Can't even get a round at the moment. Honestly, this is what happened versus Liquid yesterday too.
2 A players, 11-2, 12-2.
Time fizzles out.
And we haven't seen super well called rounds. Individual level is just not, they don't have that same energy as they did at Rio. And yesterday they were just losing duels in that third map.
Yeah, there's no pizzazz on the outsider side at the
No
moment.
spunk.
No gusto.
No oomph.
No garbanzo beans.
Garbaggio.
Mondesi. No gap there for him to exploit. We're going to get outsiders with 1 Galil, 1 op, and a dream. Just a dream of planting a bomb on this B site. It's all they want. They're being modest. And Fame has given them a little bit more room to work, but Hunter, who has been playing great, is locked into the arch side, cannot best the second. Mondesi scoped in, and with that smoke up, is able to exit the marketplace, but then tucks back in. And outsiders fall silent. Nico catches Flit. Those flanks have been deadly. Last time he fell victim to that rotation. Kicker gets blown to smithereens right in front of him.
He's got some great HEs today.
And Jane peeks out to his death. It is G2 10-0.
They're not getting 60 node.
They are getting 10-0'd.
They are getting 10 0'd. That's undeniable. Major champions are not getting 60 0'd by a team who wasn't even at the major.
They skipped all the steps.
They're not.
They're not going to get 60
They're not going to get 60.
Don't worry. If you're sat at home worried right now, don't.
You're fine. Jame fans, relax.
JKS underneath the balk. Cleared out by Norbert. Bomb in tow as Kicker shows skin out from the palace. And Norbert finds a little room to work with. Dropped out from Mondesi. Oh, he's so
I got the info. Meltec.
So sick.
The cover came through.
Knew that was that little sliver he'd have to
volley's not
play
good.
with. And Hunter is hiding on Ticket. Norbert is a dead man walking.
Always line that molly up.
Or is he?
Oh, wow.
Not going to fall victim to that. Norbert could be the difference maker for the outsiders, looking for their very first round on this T side. But Nico looms near. And when he comes out from Palace, Kicker better be cautious. Hooksy's going to catch the kill. Deep Ticket first and foremost. There is still time for this retake. The M4s shine, and so do G2. 11 rounds in a row. Hooksy's got the defuse, and outsiders ain't got jack.
Yeah. It is 11-0.
Not 16.
Not 16. It's very different. Outsiders almost got a 60-0 at the major versus Fnatic, a 50-0 overpass, lost a pistol.
That was
Yeah, that was so
that was
good.
just
That was great. Oh, that's awesome too. I think he fully ate that flash and spawn.
That's why Elias.
I'm glad Hooksy's having a good day.
Yesterday, not so good.
Well, they had fun on the first map.
That's true. Something light and fast here from the outsiders.
Sometimes keep it simple.
Yeah.
You know, surely JKS can't kill all 3 Palace players. But he does have 30 bullets in that A4. First one goes down smooth. Wow. Fame, no trade. And honestly, JKS, no support. Connector players didn't even hesitate, didn't even think about coming over to rotate.
Done.
JKS has shut him down. It's not that third Palace player, but he denies the ramp exit.
Didn't even really have to reload.
They've caught Norbert down in the underground, and JKS is a one-man wall in that A site. Jame walks away 12-0.
Not 16-0 though.
No, God forbid.
It's not the same thing, really. Nope, don't say it.
What?
No.
JKS is dead. So he didn't kill everyone in Palace. But he sure as hell did his job. 15-4. Excellent map. Out of Justin Savage.
If they end getting 60-0, they're going to be hard to. It's going to be hard to go to bat for them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's the easiest point of attack, I think, for, you know, after the major, and it's going to make it hard. But Outsiders fans, stay strong. Brazil is cheering for James right now.
You can either flash me maybe.
As they always do.
Yeah.
I'll do one now.
Man, JKS just ice cold. You know? Nobody's leaning in his ears and whispering sweet nothings. No one's telling him he's sick every time he pulls off 4Ks.
Just, yeah. I wonder if he never switched. Because the A4 didn't change. Would this just be him every game?
Nico, gonna go down at the hands of Kicker. So JKS will be given another chance to thrive and shine off Ticket. He waits. Tech9 down beneath him. James tagged. JKS is just pumping out that damage. Bomb can't be planted in the meantime. Oh my god, the incendiaries have them scrambling. Outsiders fearing for their lives as JKS continues to tear them up. Limb from limb, kill after kill. Tech9 in the hands of James goes down 13-0.
No matter what happens in this half, the pistol is it's not even real CS. So anyone can win. And this half isn't even near, it's not even over really.
A team that didn't even attend the majors, taking down the champions of said major.
Nope. Theoretically.
As theoretical as this 16-0. Flip. 5v4 bodes well for the Outsiders. Honesty is just sitting on the side of that smoke, and Norbert has gone down. Kicker's got a little life left in this A site, and Fame will squeeze JKS out of a sight. So this is the best round yet from Outsiders.
Bomb hasn't been picked up. They know Fame is here near connector. Round's not over yet, actually. We'll see. They need to cross. They have enough utility. Do they have a smoke? Oh, they don't have a smoke. Uh-oh. It looks like G2 are just maybe thinking it's going to be could create a timing. Fake drop outside of the window. Monty trying to pull Fame's attention so that he can fight. Oh, he gets tagged by that molly.
That's a bomb plant.
Info right there.
Have they done it?
Well, Hooksy's going to go for this no matter what.
Stampede's over. Ton of sound.
Monty figured this out. It is a very atypical post-plant position. Fame should have him dead. Oh, wait a second. And he knows Fame is here, actually. Oh, they smoke him.
Now you just got to deal with Kicker.
Imagine if Hooksy gets this kill on Apex. Oh my god, the shot.
There's time.
They have a ramp.
They can hold it. Kicker catches at least Hooksy. Monacy looking for the third time.
Oh,
still on his side.
Oh my god, he got it.
14 queued up. G2 cannot lose. And Monacy cannot fail. Disbelief every single time.
If it's not 13-0, they save that round, you know?
Yep.
If that's like a somewhat close game, they don't even try this retake. This James just floating out here. Monacy could I mean, he was an own in jungle, in fact. He did fake the drop out a window, but I mean... Okay, well, last try here for Outsiders.
It's just going to be simple. Hooksy on an op.
Opping.
Picks up the first kill to Kicker. And the bomb's on the third man in. So Norbert takes a deep corner. Monacy's still looking for his gap, his angle, his opening. And every time they've gotten towards this B site, Nico's tending to be on the flank, dealing with them from underpass. I feel like that's going to keep a set of eyes kind of occupied. And yes, it is with Flit. But
2 ops here, the retake.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
First smoke goes out.
Molly.
Fame dead as Monacy connects. Bomb at the halfway point. Flit trying to get eyes on sight. Nico kills that play, and 15-0 with 5 players up. Nobody can take away their major trophy, but G2 have robbed all the glory.
Dun, dun.
Welcome everybody, I am Maniac here, and I turned myself into a TV host, finally. My childhood dream happening right here at Blast. We're playing The Right Price, presented by CS Money, and I have in my company Nico, Twist, and OC. I am going to give you a skin with its condition and a real-world item, and I need you to tell me which is the most expensive of the two. Round 1, quick fire. The first one who feels like it, you can buzz, miss it, we move on to the next item, no points being won. First question. An AWP Atheris minimal wear or a cup of coffee?
Nico got it first.
Yeah, I thought it was Nico.
I'll go with up, man.
There we go. That's the first point for Nico. He's got it. Now, if the set has survived, I think we're good.
So I did press
He really wanted to be first, man.
It's good, it's good. I like it.
I tried too hard.
It's exactly what you need. A USPS Cortex well-worn or a bunch of bananas?
I'm gonna say a bunch of bananas.
You're absolutely right.
Nice.
You're absolutely right. That's $2.
Say so.
An AWP Wildfire, field tested, or a gaming mouse? You were first.
I was thinking gaming mouse.
There you go. That's a point for you as well. That was $60 here on average, and you were correct. The gaming mouse was more expensive.
The average is a bit higher for gaming mouse nowadays, yeah.
AK-47 Empress, field tested, or CSGO price on release?
Oh, I'm so slow, man. The Empress.
There we go. That was actually $15. $15 indeed, the Empress being more expensive than that. And finally, a butter knife, Gamma Doppler Phase 3, or a gaming laptop?
I would choose a knife.
That's wrong. That's a miss on the end.
It's Black Friday, bro.
So now we're moving on to All In. I'm gonna give to each of you guys the same question. But the twist here, no pun intended, is if you get it wrong, you lose the value of the skin. So there's risk here. You have to consider it carefully. You guys ready?
Yeah, that's
Nico, I'm gonna start with you. A gut knife Doppler Sapphire, factory new, or a TV?
How big is a TV?
Someone measure the TV, please.
I'll go with TV.
The TV for you.
That would also go. I would go with the TV.
You go with the TV as well, OC?
I'll go with the gut knife.
You go with the gut knife. Well, for the first question, the answer was a TV.
And so we find ourselves here at the 15-0 mark. Not the 16-0 mark.
No, it's very different.
But the 15-0 mark has been queued up, and from major champions to majorly flat half here on Mirage.
It's T-side, it's way harder.
One pistol away from sending outsiders home at the World Final, an event they qualified because they are major champions, and an event they may regret ever attending. Maybe. Monacy gets real deep. Oh my God, it's gonna happen. It's happening. Cue it up. Get that sad music ready.
The major champions.
HLTV forums on fire.
Ay, ay, ay. Wait. You never know. You never know for sure.
Fame picks up the first. It's a 3v5 retake, and Norbert gets the easy execute on Hooksy, but that bomb is planted for ramp, and therefore, James has already cleared that out. In the smoke? Not today!
Oh, they denied it. No way, 3v5.
Not today. Y'all thought. You thought it was not today.
Yeah. No, you totally didn't call it halfway through that round.
16-1.
16-1. I tweeted it, 16-1. Wow. They didn't get egged.
Outsiders still on top.
Yeah. We're going to Anubis.
3v5 pistol win to deny the 16-0. not today. They're still screwed.
They're still so, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just thinking about the ways in which they could get ecoed is the, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, this is the end of the world final for the outsiders, potentially not beating Liquid yesterday, not being G2 today, getting stomped by G2 today. Wow.
And this makes things, you know, listen, outsiders go down flat.
Not a good look.
But what is great is that G2 are looking like genuine contenders to end the year, right?
Yeah.
Finals in Katowice to begin 2022. Monacy looking fantastic on LAN at that stage, and now a chance to close the year with something.
Monacy said he thought they should nerf the op. He's embraced it. He's 20-3. JKS benefiting from everyone switching back to the A4. Nico, doesn't matter for him, whatever he has.
No.
As long as it's not an op.
Yeah. Yeah, every gun but the easy one.
Yeah.
Flit's dead already. Go boo.
Weird noises.
The next best thing is a 16-1 and a 5v4 with all of a sudden a compromised A site because the only defense is at the top of connector, so Ramp and Palace looking prime for the taking. And Fame's assistance could get cut off. Outsiders love a comeback, but I mean, this would be more unbelievable than them winning a major to begin with. Monacy couple kills off at the top of mid. Ladies and gentlemen, it's no 16-0, but it is the outsiders on the brink of an embarrassing loss to round out the year.
Ironically, it feels like at any other part of the year this wouldn't even be possible.
Right?
How is that?
This event had happened before the major, and they could at least ride out into the sunset with glory, but now it's going to be a rough spot, and it wonders, you know, what does this really take away from them? What does it do to them? What is the long-term effect? They're going to have to go into the player break, look back at this event and wonder what the hell went wrong. Smoke that doesn't even land on top of bomb. Norbert shaking in his boots as outsiders will be sent packing. This is a G2 that has a chance at causing further upsets, and already with a win over the major champions, the major G2 didn't even attend, and yet they knock outsiders down a peg and will continue on to quarterfinals.
There is literally no other way to describe that map than an absolute massacre. I cannot believe the fashion, the outsiders, they go out dead last here at the World Finals. They are the current reigning major champions. As Connor aptly said, G2 weren't even there. They weren't even in attendance in Rio. And they managed to take them down 16-1, completely flat from outside.
They embarrassed them. They embarrassed them. They schooled them. I feel like I watched this game the same way you'd watch like one of these weird videos on the internet with morbid curiosity. Like, I shouldn't click on this link. It's like, oh my God, what is going on? No!
But I can't look away.
That's how I felt about this game, honestly. I couldn't look away. It was the worst case scenario for outsiders. We're going to have apt time to talk about the repercussions and the consequences of this game for G2 and the men joining us. All lights are green.
Yeah.
Today's a good day. We're having a good time.
Nico, we got to sing your praises. That was an incredible way to round out that series.
Yeah, it was for a change. We are not really used to 2-0s like this. It's been a struggle last couple of months. Even though when we win, it's still very shaky, so it's nice to have a 2-0 in the bag like this. I'm
curious as to how much you looked at the Liquid game that outsiders were playing yesterday as well, because we were saying, you know, they looked hella flat on that Mirage yesterday as well. This one was even more brutal. Were you kind of researching that, prepping specifically from that match?
Honestly, we had much less prep today than we had yesterday. We didn't really have time to prep because we finished kind of late and we had a very early game today. For Mirage, I think we had a very precise prep. I would say we knew how they do default, and once we shut the default down, we know when they're going to change the pace and so on. So it was very easy to control the game once we shut them down on the mid.
How does it feel to be playing a map that goes so well? Because I think it's even for the viewers, it's quite unique to see a team dominating the other one like that. How does it feel to be on the server? Like, do you guys feel like you're like 5 steps ahead and everything is clicking? How is it to experience that moment?
Yeah, I mean, it's the best feeling when you're playing, obviously. You're just like when you're shutting them down so hard, like you're just always a step ahead. Like you always, like, if you are having that dominant game, it's because you are like step ahead. You know, you always know when they're going to change the pace, when they're going to do this and that, you know. So it's much easier to play like once you're in control of the game. So yeah, the life is easier, definitely.
I can imagine now. You obviously have a huge experience and career in Counter-Strike, so I just want to pick your brain on their situation for 1 second. If you put yourself in their shoes, they came here to the World Final as major champion and they're getting embarrassed, eliminated last place. How do you think they must feel right now? How do you cope with that situation if you're outsiders and you've been ridiculed? You have ridiculed them.
I mean, if I were them, and if I would have won a major a month ago, I wouldn't care about this event, honestly. Okay. I mean, but it also depends how they feel as a team. Like, I don't know how they felt throughout the major. I don't know if they are, like, you know, feeling super confident, super strong. You know, maybe they're like, we don't know how we won this, you know. So I don't know how they're feeling at the moment, but, like, they can play some really good Counter-Strike, you know. So, yeah, I think they should be, like, pretty happy with just winning the major, honestly.
Nico, that was an incredible way to round up the series. But selfishly, I wanted to see Anubis being played because we haven't seen you on Anubis. Can you give us kind of maybe a temperature check as to how much you've been practicing Anubis? Anybody that's been looking kind of good on that map from scrims?
I think like we're one of the teams that practiced it the least because we didn't really have much time because we came back from the Blastful finals and then we had a couple of days of content for G2, so we really had limited time on the map. We did practice it and we are ready because the map is very simple and you could see from all the interviews and like the game that people are playing, like the map is just easy right now to play, so we are not afraid to play it.
Well, thank you so much, Nico, for your time. Huge congratulations. We'll be seeing you progressing on forward in the World Finals. Go and celebrate with your team because we've got plenty more Counter-Strike on the cards, as we can see from the bracket here. Maniac, you put it perfectly yesterday. This is an absolutely brutal group. I don't think anybody was expecting the current major champions to be going out dead last, particularly with an absolute brutality at the hands of G2.
Yeah, as we said, it is the worst case scenario for outsiders. They came here with a whole lot to prove, I think, to themselves, to the community. As Nico said, listen, doesn't take anything away from the major. They've still won the major. They're the reigning champion, and that is it. Nothing, and no one is going to take that away from them. But I think they fed a whole lot of the narratives about people discussing the merit of that trophy and how they would fare against top team, where unfortunately, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, and that's how the cookie crumbles. That's it. It hasn't been enough. It was insufficient. They looked pale against Liquid. They looked even more pale against G2, and now it's time to recover, make that jump into 23 and prove that you can once again get to that level. And this wasn't just one event, because that's what it is right now.
Yeah.
It is just an event. They had an opportunity to give it more gravitas and more legitimacy, and they missed that opportunity.
Well, of course, plenty more Counter-Strike on the cards. As now we move on to a qualification series. It's FaZe taking on Liquid.
FaZe Clan, the superstars. Kerrigan, the mastermind, one of the best in-game leaders in the history of this game, is on the hunt for another trophy in 2022. Katowice, Cologne, and a major title. The bucket list is starting to look a little empty for FaZe. 6 months of absolute dominance, followed by a roller coaster second half of the year. FaZe will be determined to finish this year strong. The game changer that is Robs. The missing piece in the FaZe puzzle has absolutely delivered this season.
I'll describe Robs as a robot. Mechanically, he's one of the most gifted I've played with. What he's finding in the server is insane. I'll describe my team as fun, a lot of memes, then a lot of laughing.
A first Blast trophy is within touching distance for Kerrigan. If FaZe show up, they'll be impossible to stop.
A dominant first half of the year from FaZe, and of course they will want to be rounding out 2022 with another win and yet another trophy in their cabinet. Sure, we do have the narrative of obviously the fail at the major. They did bounce back coming into Copenhagen. How are you kind of looking at the trajectory of FaZe throughout 2022 with those results at hand?
I have a little bit of an intellectual concern, if I'm going to be honest with you, because I think compared to the calendar, or relative to the calendar of Counter-Strike, we might be overplaying their downfall just a little bit, right? Because it's true that the second half is a little bit more spacious between huge events, and they didn't really have a lot of opportunities to grab them trophies. So yes, the second half has been more poor and more, I guess, fragile than the first half of FaZe. That is a fact, but they remain the team of 2022. I will never take that away from them. That title belongs to them.
Yes.
And they have shown against G2 that they belong to this very specific category of team for which if you have an opportunity to take them down, you better seize it immediately.
Yeah.
Because you let them come back into the game, that's it. They smash you on the next map.
Give them an inch and they certainly will be taking a mile. That's kind of the motto of FaZe coming into things, particularly from man of the hour Robs. He is the second highest rated player at the tournament, currently 1.31 rating, and he has been looking brutal in that previous series against G2.
Look, it's the DNA of FaZe. I mean, at the very beginning of the year, they had a revolving door of who was going to be the MVP. They literally had 3 different players over 3 different trophies. Nowadays, it is Robs that is kind of carrying the mantle of the frag, but we've seen Brokey as well show signs of great Counter-Strike, which had been a little bit lost ever since Katowice and the beginning of the year. So it's pretty much, you know, what is it, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, and who's going to be the MVP. That's how much talent there is in FaZe, and currently it's Robs and Brokey.
It is literally the fact that Brokey really showed up and paid his dividends in Copenhagen as well. That was a great resurgence because, yeah, your argument is totally correct. We had seen him kind of petering off since the heights of Katowice as well. But I think this is what is so dangerous about the squad of FaZe. Exactly what you just said. You could pick any one of the 4 players who will be showing up at any opportunity and you can pretty much bet on them.
Yeah, it's because not only do they have, and we always sing the praises of Kerrigan for his ability to remain level-headed and find solutions in high-pressure situations, so they obviously have that kind of asset, that kind of trump card, but they also have many different individuals who, in high-pressure situations, will dig you out of a round. They'll give you the clutch. They'll give you that double entry kill. Remember Twist jumping down on the roof of Nuke in Cologne, right? And that's the moment where he gives you the round. When you have such quality across the roster, there is a higher probability that you're going to cling back, come back into a game, and then put pressure on the opponent. That's what they play with.
Rain is also another name that I would throw into the ring when we're talking about being able to deliver in those high-pressure situations. But interestingly enough, the last time that they actually faced off against Liquid, Rain wasn't in the server. It was actually JKS standing in. Because it was back in Katowice. It's kind of crazy that it's been that long since these 2 teams faced off.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is how relative time is Counter-Strike. We have this kind of micro system where it feels like this was 10 years ago. But no, it was just the very beginning of the year. We have the Liquid players on our screen right now. Let's be honest, what they did in their first game was very, very good. I mean, across the board quality. And even if Yekinda, which is usually the go-to, was a little bit more silent than he usually is, the rest picked up the slack.
Yeah.
Half was beautiful. Elige was Elige. I mean, there was a lot of quality across.
I think that's kind of arguably a good sign that they were able to close out that series. And Yekinda was very candid to us. Obviously, the first map of that best of 3 series wasn't looking too great for them. But he was like, honestly, it's really early and we're kind of tired and we just had to warm up into things. And it was definitely the correct analogy. We do see the picks and bans coming in here. I don't feel like there's too many surprises in this.
No, listen, Liquid must be filled with confidence when it comes to Mirage. The way the game went against Outsiders was very much green lights all across the board. We have the FaZe pick coming in, or the Inferno pick, sorry, coming in for FaZe. It's an extremely reliable terrain environment for them. And we get Anubis on the third map. If my eye don't deceive me, yes, it is absolutely Anubis. So same pool as against Outsiders for Liquid.
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving this. I mean, Mirage, particularly coming off of yesterday versus the Outsiders, Liquid were looking absolutely dominant. They're going to have to be hoping to bring the same destructive nature to this series versus FaZe. Qualification for the semi-finals of the World Finals on the line. We'll see how it goes down in just a few.
The American dream is back, made up of pure, thoroughbred American muscle. Captain America leads his troops to bring back the silverware America deserves. He's got brains, he's got brawn, he's got firepower, and everything else a good in-game leader needs. Nitro. Liquid have been on the rise.
You mean since you left as coach?
With increasingly consistent results at each event they attend, they have gained the points necessary to be here at the World Finals.
People should watch out for how strong our entries are. I think our T sides are really strong. I would say our standout characteristic is we're really efficient right now.
Last but certainly not least, we have the silent but deadly, the calm and collected NAVI. The near-complete North American Dream Team has landed. Can the World Final be their event?
A spot in the semifinals on the line here between FaZe and Liquid. Unlike for outsiders, this one's not about elimination, but the Betway odds give FaZe the favor after they smashed G2 yesterday. But that was only on map 3. The other 2 maps made them look very human, in fact.
It wasn't major champion level FaZe yesterday, but it was also day 1. So, and for Liquid, they looked really good on day 1. I think that's excited to see if they even improve, because if they did, and G2 got close yesterday, I think there is actually an outside chance here for Liquid to take this series. Anubis would be the 3rd map if it goes there. I don't know exactly where I stand right now, but I just have been really impressed again in the last few months, looking at Liquid's improvements on their T side, as Alish said in that content piece. He wasn't just blowing smoke. They really have shown huge improvements. They've integrated Yakinder and created a new team with Yakinder and Alish, splitting up T side roles, taking a lot of stress off of Alish to do everything aggressive with his rifle, and just Yakinder signing up to do what he normally does is like the perfect fit for the roster. So an awesome roster move right there. And yeah, a world where, said it yesterday, but OC is like the 4th best player on the team right now.
Yes.
Because Yakinder, Naf, and Alish are the ones who are pulling most of the weight, and he's relatively unactivated. I think Liquid could be, a lot better actually if OC gets involved in a more meaningful sense. He's clearly smart, throws some good utility and everything like that, but in terms of his raw impact, he's not taking as many opening duels since Yakinder's joined the team. He's opping, but in a really passive way, and I think could do more. Would like to see him just try to get out there, because he's absolutely good enough. But for this match right now, it's going to be about the difference between him and Brokey. Absolutely.
Yeah, and Brokey, obviously, ups and downs maybe throughout the year. Strong start, but as of late, MVP for the Blastfall final, even though FaZe didn't win the event. And we saw some fantastic things from him yesterday on Ancient, most notably. That's where Rain was able to shine. And so we'll see if OC will have his hands full in the op department. But I think one of the pleasant surprises yesterday is that Naf really went above and beyond. He's a consistency within this Liquid formula. He's never really dropping negative maps, but he went extra hard. And that was a key piece to taking down outsiders. So let's see what Twists & Co. can do versus Liquid here on Mirage. We will begin with FaZe Clan on the defense, Liquid on the offense, and OC with nades in abundance as Liquid set their sights on that A site. Again, not elimination, but rather an early spot in the semis. And Alish taps Rain down to start this one off. 1 bullet, 1 kill. Doesn't jump across just yet. Nope. Nitro almost caught there with the bomb out, but Glock back in hand. Brokey's position now very much known, and he peeks out a little wide. It's going to give one over to Nitro as Yakinder gets through the B flank, and any hope at a retake is already looking flat because Yakinder should be able to ensure this, assuming that the site players don't win it on their own.
Oh man.
Rops is about to get knifed, or not. Goes for the kills instead. Yakinder nice and clean as Nitro also picks up another.
Yeah, they activated that lurk actually yesterday as well, same way with Yakinder coming out of the B halls, finding that timing. Thought that was specifically versus outsiders. They wanted to do that, but nope.
Oh, okay, Alish.
Nasty one. was a really strong match versus Outsiders. I mean, we are not going to be talking about Outsiders anymore. Oh, a drop. Okay, no restart.
See you.
No problem. Just had a spawn. But yeah, we're not going to be talking about Outsiders anymore, but we can talk about how good Liquid were versus them yesterday. And to also, I mean, if we have the chance to see Anubis, it'll be great to watch a new matchup. And when we did the interviews with Rain and Magisk, it was Magisk saying, you know, they won all their scrims except versus FaZe, and FaZe just saying they won all their scrims. So they probably feel really good about it. And Liquid showed and proved in a live match environment that they are really good. You know, and that was Outsiders picking into it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Liquid kept it simple. You know, I think played it how
they made it look easy, but they did very thorough defaults, I felt.
Yeah, I think when I say it made it look easy, it's just sort of like it was what I came to expect. I think it's what a lot of people sort of expected, which was just like going into B splits earlier. You know, Outsiders tried a bunch of different things and slowed tempos and paces and whatnot, and then the only thing that really did work occasionally was kind of getting into those late B splits, right? It felt like Outsiders had more ideas, but then had to lean back on what Liquid simply did better, which was lower B splits with long. So yeah, I thought it was, you know, Nitro also getting away with A flanks more than he should have. Like I don't anticipate him getting away with that again. And if this comes to Anubis, I'm curious, very curious to see how liberal Nitro will be with those flanks. We'll see.
Yeah, it'll be a boon to everyone's map pool. I mean, depending on who is good at it, who's not. A lot of the teams here at the World Finals suffer from losing Dust 2, so have to embrace Anubis, whether they want to or not. But it doesn't feel like there's anybody who really hates it right now. I honestly have not heard a single player just say it just outright, I don't like it. It's just the small problems with the clipping, basically, is the biggest thing. And
that's because shout out Mapcore and Face It. Respect the process. Map was vetted and deserved to be added. Look what we get. Happy pros. OC gonna try and trudge up through the connector. Nothing here to really stop him. It's two sets of eyes onto the ramp instead. They try to press the issue into NAF, but he'll survive the test. Lige catching Rain in the meanwhile, so A-Site now prime for the taking, and OC even collecting more money.
Was that their smoke on the side of the stairs? I think it was a T-side smoke. That was really cool because it does block vision from A players and the cat players once you get up through connector, but it allowed the T players to get around the smoke safely to help kill under balcony and compromise some spots on A.
Twist looking to get away with a little bit more, but Yakinder's going to keep him nice and honest. And, you know, despite Liquid's success yesterday versus Outsiders, Yakinder wasn't really a big piece of that. You know, didn't have a lights out performances as we've come to expect. I'm ready to see if he can take a chunk out of FaZe.
Yeah, Yakinder, second highest rated player out of the Blast Fall final, and you know, absolutely one of the best riflers this year, and also did it on 2 different teams this year, so has proved a lot as a player and individual. And clearly, by the way they talk about him, has brought a lot to the team in the way of, you know, changing the roster and the makeup of their structure entirely.
Yeah, just to be specific, you know, 2-1 win over Outsiders, and Yakinder finished as the 4th highest rated player, sub 1.0. You know, that's uncharacteristic, but it's because NAF was gobbling up all the ratings and twists. Okay, couple digs to at least chip away the money, and look at the HP that's left over here. This is actually a winnable moment if twists hadn't just been burned down. You think if he had a little more to work with, then maybe he could get crazy. And they'll stop him then and there, but that one, nervous moment for Liquid. They'll still survive with 3.
Yeah, full house there for Nitro and Nafly. And the main storyline here that everyone is thinking about is the 2 best Canadians of all time going head-to-head.
Right. Yes, definitely on everybody's mind, and not just us. Will they be the only North American players in the top 20?
Yeah, I'm doing my own list, so I don't want to spoil anything, but...
Oh, okay.
Just say Canada's on top.
Kinder would have been spotted as he came out of that smoke, but a Lige comes out through underpass, saves the day. Robs really wanted to go for that kill, and instead, Yakinder is able to survive and 4v5 for FaZe to try and reel back from. They come back at this. They don't want it to just slide away, but sure enough, Liquid already back around through T-spawn, and with OC floating, they're not going to rush this prospect.
They're trying to read the adjustment for FaZe, and actually, this fake might be too slow because FaZe might be encouraged to try to gamble even despite hearing these bits of utility, and we'll see. Oh, but there is a commitment behind it. So Rain getting his kill or not could change the way that this round gets played entirely. They're going to be a little suspicious about hearing anyone, but they've also given themselves 40 seconds to actually cancel and go back if they want to. Oh, but Rain gets his frag, and this makes it a little scary for Liquid, but they still have Yakinder out here, and I think this is going to keep the B players occupied for a second.
Yeah, Rain floating around stairs. Yakinder just waiting for that jungle
Nitro
peek.
smoke, let's pay attention to it. Well, let's top con this a little bit for Rain. Oh, he gets his kill, though.
And then that opens it up because Yakinder has to trade the top stairs. Brokey comes out with the kill to clear him. Now it's an awkward 8-second situation. Nitro just hoping for the bomb plant. Great cover from Elige. And Kerrigan, well, he's down to 48 health, but we've seen good things from Twists already. And Elige only has a quarter of his health left to work, so he's
either picked to smoke Palace or smoke A ramp.
gone.
Yeah. It's the thing is the bomb is planted inside default, right?
Yep, not for him. So tough spot for Elige, but if he can catch Twists on the cross, then that could have done it. Instead, Twist comes in with his 5th kill of the map, and what looked like a Yakinder insurance policy ends up being a Rain robbery, killing OC like that.
And you could see the way that he held that angle off. He was watching off the side of stairs from under balcony, but Rain just went a little bit deep, a little bit too quickly, and got that first bullet headshot on OC as well. So massive round from Rain, really saves the day here. And again, Liquid go B if they kill Rain, and maybe the rotations come back from FaZe. Maybe they stick around and actually win anyways. Hard to say, but yeah, Liquid made that really, really complicated, and Rain made it really simple.
FaZe on the board early.
The first time ever Robs has missed that jump. Ever.
It's because he's 0-4. He's shook.
Yeah, Robs yesterday was a force.
Yes,
they
sir.
lose to G2 without every bit of Robs yesterday.
He's the savior of Inferno for FaZe Clan.
Even the last fall final in the grand finals, like that doesn't even go 3 maps without Robs. He was just tormenting them.
Ratings were very much in the green.
How perfect that flash was. Goes any deeper, Brokey's not blind. Stays in connector.
Leave it to Elige to be meticulous. Smoke down on Cat. And a window tuck from Rops. Nobody inside this A site for the Naf and Elige attempts, but Rain, well, he'll find the kill as Elige comes out from connector, so it's going to be a transition from Liquid into the B hit. Kerrigan, ready and waiting. Nitro the first challenger. Yakinder's got the trade frag, and Twist still cautious about middle, when in reality, it's all in apps. Turns back just in time, but Yakinder's got another kill. Critical second. And Rops not ready for Naf to catch him in the underground, so now the only thing FaZe have left is this market control, and OC can just go ahead and plant, but he fakes it instead, and that's perfect. Gets Rain out, and now Brokey, well, he'll catch the Naf cross. And then, what's the move? OC commits.
Ooh, he has to reload. He wants to get rid of the gun. OC knows he can get to a slightly better position.
But Brokey, it's going to have to be the quick go.
God, I don't know if he got spotted on his way out. OC watching him cross back. Wow, he wins it. Man, that reload actually might have had a small impact in him being able to get off the Cat plant, because that particular plant is exposed either to the window or to the other side of window. Can't really escape to get right or do anything else safely, but finds a way to move.
That's that Elige flash. Great moment from Yakinder. Great start to this map.
Yeah, that was brute force.
Massive entry.
So 3 rounds, then 1 loss, then a win right after.
So we've seen it. That was the new op being a liability for Brokey.
Yeah.
Clearly wanted to throw it away and get rid of it,
yeah.
so that probably he could have pushed out window. Instead, has to go for the reload, gives OC time to relax.
And it's not the time reloading, it's the noise.
Okay.
Yeah. Information is king. Liquid are so good at winning mid. I mean, they're pretty damn good at winning mid on like every map right now, but I think it's so impressive to do versus FaZe. Everyone's got like, that's 3 real big ways that people do it, and like lots of tiny variations, but this is a part of the map that wins you 2 rounds. So it might be Liquid trying to anti-eco into a cat split, and that's maybe what FaZe are trying to anticipate with their slightly stacked 3B lean here. They know the money. It's pretty obvious. They're just trying to figure out if there's any investment at all. And yeah, got the hunt coming in. This might draw attention away from Twist, so we'll see. Oh, he gets spotted now.
You Kinder were worried about Brokey. It's going to get pinched here, but no commit from Brokey because of the cover from Chair. And now connector pressure versus Rops.
So there's some good protocols right there.
Nicely done.
Oh, and the disrespect of the smoke, and that opens the site up on the rotate out. And Liquid come forward now. No one back here to stop him from scaling. Bomb gets collected. OC will head back to the B apartments, and the guns are just not good enough for FaZe to participate in this. But they actually might die saving, so we'll see.
Rain's gotten dropped. A site. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere. Kerrigan picking up that kill. Maybe things seem a little easier, but NAF is awaiting more impact. Damn, man. Liquid playing some good Counter-Strike.
They are, man. They really are.
It's hinging on Kinder. 10-2 after the back of this round.
Like, it's a thing where, you know, like Cloud9's T-side stats, like they have the best T-side stats or whatever, but you can see the problems with their T-sides. Like when they played Overpass throughout Rio, they had real issues. So even if the number of rounds they're winning is high, could be inflated by pistols or whatever, but certain maps are holding them back. I don't see those problems with Liquid. And of course, they're not like, it feels like got the same caliber as Cloud9 totally, at least not by how deep their runs have been and stuff like that, but Liquid, just when you're watching them play these T-side rounds, you're seeing the absolute peak right now in terms of their level compared to other teams. They're really doing a good job. I think they've lost some of their big matches this year solely due to pressure, I feel like, actually. Not to say that's not an important thing to be able to overcome. That's what's holding most people back entirely. But the quality of play is there. Uh-oh. I say that and...
It's okay, it's the pressure.
Yeah.
It's the pressure of a good start.
Oh, they
once.
wanted them to go into window.
Oh, it's all a setup, yeah.
Makes the round faster. Genius.
All part of the process.
Think he ever gets bored of the default knives? I feel like he's an excuse to use, like, you know, vanilla versions of other knives. Get some cool new animations in there.
He has sometimes. He used to have a vanilla skeleton knife.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Elige does have options, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't know how his mind works.
That T-knife is, you know, it's puny.
Doesn't even look sharp.
No. I have forks that are sharp.
Kerrigan. Okay. Gets away with the Elige frag, but Yakinder's still a nuisance into middle. And this is going to be Team Liquid with a nice, easy 6th terrorist round win. Nice deeg from Rain. That jump's looking tough today. Must have greased up the railing or something.
Playing too much Anubis.
Yeah. Still waiting to see that Anubis bridge jump from bridge to baskets. Somebody's going to pull it off.
Is it hard?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah?
You can kind of like get stuck on the right. You,
Okay.
you definitely have to get a good air strafe.
Okay.
You know what that is, air strafing?
I've heard of it.
Oh, okay. Team Liquid not wasting any time at the start of this series.
Little pirouette.
Style points. Little in-game leader on in-game leader action.
This event is really shaping up with some of the teams and the individual performances, and unfortunately, Outsiders being the butt of the joke, but being a measuring stick for some of the other rosters, and now them going head-to-head. We're really finding out who is going into the end of the year extremely strong, and it's not a small purse here at this event. It's 500 grand for first place. An unreal amount of money on the line. And this just isn't winning a split. It is the cream of the crop from the year.
With Outsiders out of it, with obviously a stunned Heroic at the moment.
Ooh.
Feels like some of the challengers are picking up the slack, man. I mean, OG won a series.
Dexter, 40 kills on Anubis. Best Anubis performance so far ever.
Monstrosity. Now all of a sudden we get 3 players in Palace eyeing up this A-site rain. Oh my god, wow. Naf, that is gross.
Just walking.
Just walks in, tears his head off, bomb plant with it. Ooh. Nice answer from Rops at least. Ready for OC in the Palace, but utility pressure is going to be a problem. Elige extending over towards Ticket.
Oh man, CT's not in a good spot at all.
No, they've got nothing.
Well, T's don't know they have CT control, but Nitro's literally jumping out of Palace right now to flank into spawn. And they're walking back to save. I don't know if he's going to keep this AUG or not.
Nope. Nitro wasting no time, sliding out in through the B site, and Team Liquid. Oh my goodness.
Looking wet.
Moist.
Supple.
Rop's gonna continue to take off some heads. His first 2 kills of this map here in this round, but he's the only player to offer any kind of a hold because Naf was that hot with it. Deleted. And honestly, man, Nitro's having a back-to-back decent events. He had...
Well, yesterday wasn't great, I don't think, but...
No, it was.
Was?
Yeah, it was decent. Let me go look at that rating, just to be double-checking.
Just be double checking.
I don't want to be lying. His Anubis game was good.
Okay.
Yeah, 0.91.
Above
average. Anubis, 1.16. Any map in the green. It's a good day for Nitro. As much criticism as Hooksy was getting, statistically,
they had the same, yeah.
Nitro was right there with him, right? And kind of getting away with it.
That's true, sort of.
Ish, yeah.
But yeah, it was a bit more for Hooksy, that's for sure.
Just kind of funny how the moment people kind of bring up that comparison and that storyline, Nitro does have, a standout 30 kill map on.
Oops, people are noticing.
Yeah, right.
Damn it, I have to try.
Twists. He's got himself a duel towards Cap, but he can't win it. Yakinder's 12 HP makes the difference, and Rops will finish off the little that was left. Kerrigan bails back and gets away from the duel. Rain has established man advantage here for FaZe. Naf's hunting, but Rops continues to tear him up. And from downtown, Naf's not going to nail it. OC, all that's left over, and we've got FaZe with a commandeering round. Actually able to pick up frags and survive with 4. This is what they need to get the game going.
Kerrigan trading at, Yakinder's duel on Twist, it felt like, okay, that's just the key. You just get out now, but then the double up inside of ladder room, they tried this already in the past. This time it makes a bigger difference, and Rop's rotation was very fast this time. Doesn't miss the cat jump. Or actually, he's the one in ladder, so he goes quickly into the site and kills them as they're just about to try to attack the site. Even Canadians make mistakes, though.
Some more than others.
Wow. Did he
There
really
it is.
see anything at all?
In his mind's eye,
Yeah.
he saw it all.
Wow, Canadians.
It's Twists and Rops with one each.
They finally won inside of mid. I think that's the big thing here.
I feel like Twist was still flying through the air when he got that kill. So fast. He's got a chance for more as well, but Nitro. Yes, I will repeat myself. Nitro just slapped him with that walkout.
9 and 3.
Good map thus far. Rop's given another smoke to sit on top of and wait. What can Liquid manage here? 45 seconds left to play.
Well, this one ought to be special, but they're losing time on the clock still at top boxes. Almost past the point of no return. Starting to be able to get into B, and they are smoking off connector. I think it would be a weird round to save as much as it almost feels like they should, but yeah, things are getting into place.
Trying to piece this together.
He flashed himself. Oh, and allowed the cross.
Oh my god. Not like this.
Oh, guns showing. Oh,
Kerrigan occupied with the mid players, and that's going to let Naf out to the van at least. Brokey just wants to stop the bomb, but can't. Not with that van cover. And a USP against rifles. It's Rops to come up from catwalk. Instead, gives Naf a chance to clutch. And what a clutch it could have been. But a 3 versus 5 situation turned into only 2 survivors plus a bomb plant.
Yeah. I mean, again, it speaks to how good they get things into place. And Nitro just fragging as well helped there, right? Taking out Twist on Cat, who got the opening duel. Winning mid, but then safely getting some window smoked, getting top con smoked, walking into B. Small mistake there, of course, from Brokey. Yeah, he really just shot.
What the hell? Rops inspired by it, also adds one through smoke. So second timeout here from Liquid.
Not getting a lot of energy out of both of these teams right now, just visibly.
Yeah. It's jet lag.
Jet lag. Hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday, both of us.
Yeah. We went to bed at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Woke up at 2. They call me the night crawler.
Good movie.
Yeah, I woke up at 2, I ate an entire can of Pringles, and then went back to bed.
Carved up.
Yes, sir.
What'd you dream about?
Cooper.
NA's finest.
Let's see it. Dwindling economy from Liquid, so nice to see that the CT side is going to have some life on it. And if they win this one, they're good to rock and roll. But Kerrigan's on his own for the moment, so nicely timed. Good call here from Liquid. We saw good things from Nitro, but Kerrigan, the other IGL, down after the 1. Ooh, Twists caught between 2 separate fights. Elige and Naf combined to kill him. And that pop, that burst into the B site, well, it's going to give FaZe a bruise here in round 11.
That was pretty cool. I mean, the farther Molotov as well, and then the push quickly to the front of the window, that made the difference. Twist getting his aim overstressed to the maximum.
The old B pop.
That's my favorite thing about like Mirage, that hasn't changed at all, but the way people are playing it, just figuring out ways to attack B fully now. Used to be so lonely on this site. Now people are going here on almost all anti-ecos, and now full execs as well.
There will be 3 members of FaZe to hang on to guns. So, Liquid successful, but FaZe not out of it just yet. Good first kill from Kerrigan, but then we get that slide out from Elige. Did not want Kerrigan to get away with another. Twist not able to pick up the trades.
I'm still kind of waiting to see if FaZe get back into the game. You know, it's like really great rounds out of here, out of Liquid. FaZe still look like they could figure this out. really taking their time. See a late approach onto mid. Flashes are no good. Brokey, doesn't expect the second guy to swing. OC does a lot of damage here, but it's still a 4v3 here for FaZe. Not anticipating the op start there. Wanted to take some kind of dry rifle duel. And Brokey was actually worried about the underpass, I think. He mollied underpass while jumping up.
Yeah. I mean, Elige has been a nuisance from down there, so I can understand why he'd be on high alert. At least for that side of mid, because guard was down for the top mid.
And that's where it's not like optimal, but the variety is actually what makes a difference to at least get him a kill back.
Sure.
Twist ready to peek this. Oh, perfect off the flash from Rain.
Nicely done. Obviously a risk for Twists, because A1S at that range, plus 28 HP. But he got away with the second one in this round. And that's going to put Elige into Kerrigan's lap. They wait. But Elige has managed to get out.
Yeah, Kerrigan's been here a couple of times. Not watching the window cross, but knows there has to be an audible. Going back up into this. Yikes.
Uh-oh indeed.
Patience is good.
Elige and Naf.
Smoking the window off.
With a hope in the 2v4.
They have an extra molly as well.
Rops still all the way back on Palace, so Elige gonna plant that bomb. Rops has got to sprint over if they're gonna have a chance at this retake. It's not a round they should have won in a 2 versus 4, but even getting here is a small win. Elige trying to section off fights. Damn, Twist still alive. Woo, my God.
Wow.
4 kills off 28 HP.
That's massive.
Twists makes a huge difference.
It does. 6 kills coming into this round. A couple of rounds in there where he looked like he was just getting completely confused, overstressed, not even having a chance in his duels, but here he has full control of the situation. Look at this A1S commercial. Rain's been helping out a lot from the A side, even though things are leaning towards B. He's getting involved. It's only like 6 and 7 right now, but the flashes, a couple of frags here and there.
I can't believe he survives all that. Does so much with so little.
You know, we're resilient.
Why is being Canadian your personality today?
I actually am Canadian.
I know that.
Okay. Well, some of us are, at least.
Okay. Naf. Ooh, gonna fall victim to the Rops up close play, but luckily OC's inside of Palace to trade it, but guess who's alive? Twists. Very much alive and kicking.
This is such old school Mirage they're doing with these lurks outside of the B halls. They're just getting away with it too.
But Twist.
He's cutting off a rotation that, oh my God. Well, I mean, yeah, I was like, Nitro, is he going to go this way? They could still be a B push that he has to worry about, and he's waiting for this, and they're not hearing anything. So it feels like Liquid have actually figured out and clued into this.
What is going on?
They've got FaZe chasing ghosts. Now, there's still a world where Nitro walks forward into this, but they're clearing it from underpass with Yakinder. Oh my God.
Will they anticipate Twists? Because he has gone unspotted, and Elige is still looking over towards the A site. Yakinder running in like this isn't going to happen. He pauses. Oh, it's 2, but Twist just took the headshot through the wall, and you know that he delivers with little HP. Smoke versus Elige, fire on his feet, and he gets active! Russell Van Dolken, what a 3K!
Yeah.
As they let their guard down, and he tears them limb from limb.
Yeah, he's got a big bag of tricks today.
Oh, that's so nasty.
Wow, I mean, this is, after you get dinked, you're feeling like, no way I'm going to win this. The Kinder's on the other side, full HP. And this play, he doesn't even play for time. The smoke forward runs right into Elige. Could have died on low HP. So confident.
Easy. Or that's a little bit of nervous laughter, man, because Twist is going to have to go, or has been going, above and beyond to kind of reclaim some of these rounds.
Insane. That round worth 2 potentially here. And Loki has had some of the better clutches this year as well. You've got Ancient.
Yeah.
On Mirage as well.
Careful now, Brokey. Oh my goodness. We are playing risky games. Now, Yakinder gets up. Brokey misses his shot, and the pistols are going to tear him from both directions. Oof, Twist has got his hands full here. Yakinder doing a great job of staying alive. Tries to push out for the AWP, but can't get away with it. And look at the health that's left from Liquid. This could be a feast for Twists. And at least, so it is. Manages to survive yet another.
Damn, some cool performances today. Monacy earlier on T-Side Inferno. This Twist CT Mirage performance rivaling that.
JKS to start on Mirage.
Yeah.
Nico was right there by the end of that map. We be gaming in Abu Dhabi.
But still, the mood is somber. Not a great start for FaZe, even though they've clawed back.
Rops is up.
Nice shot. Aiming real low on that one.
Double op set up here to close out the half to try and get it as close as they can. It's still going to be Liquid with the lead. But an impressive recovery provided by Twists. Rain tucked into the sandwich, alone at the moment on A. They're walking up. Oh, wow. Just gets stuffed. And then catches Nitro with a nade out. So, easy round for Rain.
Strong close here for FaZe.
Yes, sir. It's going to be 4 rounds straight and 6 of the last 7 all the way of FaZe Clan. Unless that 2v5, now 1v5 can come through. And Yakinder had an excellent start, kind of tapered off a little bit, as all of Liquid did. But he's going to give this one the old college try. First kill comes for free, so still fighting with 100 health. Hits the second. Twist goes down. Yakinder's got the op out in the open. Both of them spotted, but Kerrigan's making the difference. And Liquid, despite that strong start, have given up some rounds to FaZe's hopes. So Twist saw what Yakinder was putting up and decided to try and undo it all. It's a comeback from FaZe Clan in the first half that still trails that of Liquid. And obviously the job's not going to be any easier on this T side, but if Twists can continue to deliver, Liquid will have their hands full as they try to close map 1.
That was something else. You know, the T side doesn't slow down.
OC gets there. My God. An airstrike for the ticket booth as Twists connects with the Glock and bomb can be planted on triple. Rops gets deep into the CT. Liquid completely smoked off. The utility here making a difference versus Liquid.
Yeah. Twist moving mountains with that kill. They get into CT spawn. Yakinder being watched right now, but he still wins. Wow, he still wins.
What a clean kill. And then Rops decides to peek before the flash can come out, so well-timed internal clock. Yakinder connects with yet another, and Twist's spot is going to become a problem if Rops goes down. If he can continue to thrive and fight his way to a pistol round win with that gush, it's him to make the difference.
Wow, there he is. Rops started 1-7, I think.
Yeah,
He's
tough stuff.
14-7 now. And a 4K on the pistol. Yeah, sitting upright. Was the hero of yesterday for FaZe Clan. Could have been playing into the elimination game to open the day if not for him. And here he is. Look at these shots, man. So clean, so confident. Wow.
That's the deepest I have ever heard
I was
Twist
thinking that.
roar.
I was like, was that base tweak? Or...
That's kind of scary. Intimidating situation. Yakinder puts the smoke down on the catwalk, but we've got 3 members inside apps ready to try and push past.
Nice voice crack.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Twist has shook me to my core.
They want it to be split really badly, and they still will. Just wait. With some chances, but no luck, it looks like.
No, sir. Not with Brokey jumping over top. Mac 10 tears his head off. Now they'll just transition into the save. But that's okay. Elige gets to keep his M4. OC on the scout. Rinse and repeat. Try again next round.
Yeah, this game has like a lot going on, and it's really hard to say who is better, who's going to close. We see this FaZe recovery, but a lot of the recovery had to do with Twists, just with the kills that he got. Just totally changed. Just did so much damage to the economy, won key rounds on the rifles. And maybe that's why like the mood didn't elevate at the same time as him, as he was kind of winning rounds for the team. But now Rops is getting involved. We're starting the second half on a good foot here for FaZe with the pistol round win. I still think Liquid's CT will be fine and make this very competitive. So we'll just have to wait and see. I think we need a little bit more data to figure out who's the better team right now.
Out of the gate, it was definitely Liquid. Off of the back of Yakinder. Twist and Rops changing the narrative. Double Mac 10 still. Remember, Elige held on to the M4, so let's see if he gets a chance to shine with it. Sight underplayed again. Kerrigan going to size things up again. Little to lose with just the SMG, but he gets turned away in an instant. And we don't have anybody feeling out that B site from FaZe, so far so good for Liquid. You know, the little they have has yet to be unraveled. Love this boost, but Brokey doesn't get seen. Are you kidding? Okay, there. I was like, no way he gets away with
1
that.
millimeter.
Liquid able to find him. So the M4 has already found 1. What comes next?
It's a great way to get the one gun involved.
And they instantly transition it over towards that B site, put Yakinder over on Arch.
Boy, Nitro and Kerrigan sharing a wall. And he's going to feel pressure from Connector. Kerrigan's just too fast.
Yeah, that drive-by Mac 10 pays off and Twists catching Yakinder. But remember, M4 was up, now down. OC and NAF still left on ticket. If OC can draw attention away from the 5-7, maybe it can do something superb, but it's gonna have to be world class. And that bomb plant has gone down. Shots come spraying through the ticket booth, And with twists and rops like this, they'll survive, but barely. Half health or less for all remaining 3.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter for Twists. He can have such low HP.
That's true.
Hasn't been a problem for him. He's playing like he has enough.
28 HP, 4K in the first half.
Yeah. Got Play of the Year. Esports Play of the Year.
Counter-Strike cleaned up.
Yes.
Cleaned up some awards. Blade is Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Monacy Rookie of the Year for PC players. Twists is the Play of the Year.
Simple PC Player of the Year.
Ah.
Good year.
Good year. Pansy, play-by-play caster.
Oh, yeah.
She's still
That's
one
a
of us.
CSGO W.
One of us. Naf, double kill. Nicely done. Twists, not going to get away with the robbery. Singular this time. And Brokey, yeah, tries to burn him out, but OC, great set of helping hands, so it looks like the CT side will live on. Team Liquid, they've found one. FaZe just try to get aggressive. Maybe Robs wants to at least rack up the cost here. It's going to be OC to deliver yet again. 2 kills to him off of the A1S, and Liquid keep it within 1 round.
Yeah, as soon as they get guns, they come in hot. Really good B defense. They didn't see FaZe put up a B defense like that. It was always a lot harder. Moved into a good spot, got them running through smokes at a minute 35. Bit disjointed actually on the execute. Looked a bit easy right there for NAFLI.
Just going to keep this one simple, huh? But it's a nice A-lean out of Liquid,
Oh, yeah.
so they'll invite this execute any day of the week.
They just destroyed on B. I think they're feeling good about this.
See if OC can deliver off the op. First shot, nice and clean. Nitro gonna start dropping nades. You can see that jungle player, top con player, ready to try and fight through smoke. All is good. Twist burns 1, but that's the only thing that FaZe will find. Liquid back in control to tie the game at 10.
That's 2 rifle rounds where they just didn't have any problem. No bomb plant on those 2. A site, B site, full on and fully stopped.
No stress, no sweat. The fact these smokes aren't a little more forward really opened it up to Yakinder. Happy to fight on that side of the stairs. It's going to send FaZe into the economic woes. They'll have to go back to the drawing board come their next buy round. Ooh, hello, Rain.
Who would have thought the 2 major MVPs of this year, Rain and Jame.
Yeah, that is pretty unexpected.
It's crazy.
Wow. Let that inspire you. That's right, kid. You could be next. And by kid, I'm talking to Monacy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they qualified, it would have gave them hell.
Oh, nice. Brokey's got one, and that opens up the bomb plant. So we got a little bit of money.
Oh, okay.
From top to bottom, FaZe connecting critical kills, but Kerrigan's going to make a bunch of ruckus running by the underground.
Oh, but
Rops
Kinder
waits.
doesn't get tunnel vision.
Nicely done from you, Kinder.
Wow.
Yeah, not going to fall for that one.
Oh,
But is he ready for Kerrigan? Oh, that's the one that gets him, and Alish slides out into the bomb site. This was just Deagles. This was just Deegs. Rain got one, Brokey got one, Rops got one. Kerrigan finishes off Yakinder, and now Alish, pressured situation, with fire at his feet, he falls back, and FaZe robbed the round away. Oof.
what happened there?
Deeg.
How did he heard one guy run by, and then was so aware to look for the next fight, and then forgot about the first guy?
So odd that that's the death of Yakinder.
It's like genius. It looked like genius for a second. I'm starting to wonder if he thought it was the footsteps from the second guy.
Surely
but no
not.
way, right?
No, that's just the duality of man.
I guess so. That was a
Sometimes
smooth
maybe
stream.
good.
Sometimes maybe shit. Good. That was overall though. I mean, that was the round Liquid could have taken a lead with, and FaZe would have had no money on that one. Now they have extra money on top of their buy here. But there still is a buy for Liquid. They actually did so well on those rifle rounds that they have a pretty damn solid buy as well. FaZe got the 3-0 and this pistoling round, but not like a full-on rifle round win.
No.
Yeah.
Still definitely work to do.
Looking for that now.
Tight game. A1S gets the dink, and Elige will finish off the job. So Rop's the first one down here in round 22.
Rough start. Also, 58 damage dink on you, Kinder. Still pretty healthy.
Ooh, Elige gets away.
Oh, they must have heard that.
For sure. Kerrigan.
I think he's being followed.
Time feels limited, but he still gets away.
Elige was looking. Oh, Kerrigan turns around, gets the kill, but Nafly answers. There's just things going down everywhere.
This is crazy.
And Nafly with the push deep into halls. Bombs here.
Brokey could... Nope. Ah, man. Brokey having a rough game. Obviously, weird duel for Nav to be posted on that doorway, so I'm not just saying it because of that one fight, but he's 8 and 18.
Yeah, it's not great.
Damn, man, this was Kerrigan's round to kind of shine.
He was doing everything for a second.
He was putting in the work. He was trying to save the day. Nice double kill. The fact he turns on Elige is huge, but again, right? Rifle versus rifle. Liquid come out on top.
Well, Hail Mary here from Kerrigan. So pendulum around to the A site.
He could literally walk out ramp and plant.
Yeah, I mean, Nitro can go and watch this cross and have a chance. Kerrigan still could get the default. Let's see what happens. There it is.
That's money. What else with it? We need to be the ace. 2 players spotted, and Naf's head's taken off. No way. Oh, Kerrigan, no way! Damage onto OC, 27 left! So close, but no cigar.
Oh.
Kerrigan's hopes got smoked.
And he hit him through the box and had him on an op. One shot missed, and he's dead. And Kerrigan went for the early fight. I mean, there's no optimal way to play it. He tried to play it confidently. Doesn't work out this time. Insane amount of damage. Crazy brings it this close. And paired with this early round play, I would have been one hell of an ace. Oh, that was the shot.
That's nice.
Damn, that was the shot.
Kerrigan deserved that one. Yeah.
That would have been a nice highlight.
Okay, take a timeout, reset your captain. Again, one of those ones where, like, if you die when you come out ramp, it doesn't matter, but you get that close.
It doesn't feel like it's FaZe as a team that are winning a lot of these rounds. It is the individuals that are just coming through. Their sight hits have been a little weak. Tough buy here. Now, another chance for Liquid to get back into the lead. They do buy down to 2 Fomuses, though, so those 4 kills from Kerrigan.
Yeah, they matter.
They mattered. Only mattered if they win, I guess.
Yeah, right. Kinder gets back to tearing him up. No problem, but let's see. Fomus pressing towards top mid. It's going to be Rain first point of contact. Flash comes out.
Oh, 2 spotted in this default. It's a lot of information. No kill for FaZe Clan.
Good thing Brokey was pressed into the wall, right? Ready for that flash to come through. But Liquid instantly transition back. No need to press in a second time.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on top mid and holding for the underpass lurk, so just waiting for the re-aggro. They have a good read on this situation. Let's see, looks like they've actually waited it out long enough. Smalley to interrupt things. Oh, yeah. I don't think they're catching Liquid off guard, but they're still making pace.
Mike's Rain get team flash, and then Elige pops out, sees a bunch of bodies sitting outside connector.
Yeah, that's 3. The A split.
Yeah.
Seems obvious now, 30 seconds.
Liquid just looking to stack this one. Little gap for Nitro to try and work with. 25 seconds yet to exit ramp. Liege. Oh, Rain gets the better of him. Yakinder with the double. That FaMAS prevails. And now Kerrigan tries to hone in with just the Deegs.
That smoke comes up.
Fades, and that makes it awkward. It's going to have to be great cover here from Rops. He's anticipating the peak. Nitro comes out, shows himself. Kerrigan goes wide, loses his head, and now Rops pinned into the back sight, but it is damage on 2 of the 3, and they press in. Yakinder goes down, Rops finds a second, and now it's gonna have to be Naf to clutch. And Rops keeps himself in behind box, around the corner, slides, and delivers FaZe to 12.
Oh, there he is. With a clutch. Doing what Kerrigan couldn't complete. That 1v3 from the A site. Masterfully played. And they were low HP with the way that Rops have been playing so far since that pistol round. You think there was a chance. What a shot from Kerrigan, too.
Versus OC.
Oh, that spray transfer.
Sweet revenge for Kerrigan to get that bomb out ramp.
Dude, it is... The individuals here from FaZe just unreal. And that was Liquid's chance again to get into the lead, and now they're back to saving.
This could be FaZe's chance to really run away with a little bit. Getting through these rounds by the skin of their teeth. Feels like that one, that was for Kerrigan.
And it's Kerrigan's damage that comes into play now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that round was going so well for Liquid.
Once Yakinder got that 2K FaMAS spray, all seemed good.
Yeah. It was a Galil.
Honestly, not a bad gun.
Could be better.
But could be a FaMAS.
That's true.
35 bullets, man. That's basically a Negev.
See about this angle from OC. Could be good. Yeah. Oh, there's one.
Gets Kerrigan down.
No one else here.
Yeah, that's the thing. Liquid just too far removed from this. So it's going to be a 13-11 for FaZe. Chance to collect some cash as well with 4 players standing.
Bomb has been planted.
But again, gun-to-gun round. I'm not convinced that FaZe have this in the bag.
The 1v3 from Twist in the first half, that 1v3 from Rops, that huge play from Kerrigan. But from a team perspective, we like the rounds that we're seeing out of Liquid on the site holds themselves. Even the default, even that last round looked great until the 1v3. So it's still very, very scary here for FaZe. But they are just overpouring with individual talent. It's not like they're just going to slow down for no reason. So if Liquid can't keep up in that regard, they're on CT side. Their money will make it so they, they could lose within 2 rifle rounds, 3 rifle rounds at this point. 2 at this point. I wonder how it feels, though, for Liquid, if they really look at their rounds out. Those were good.
Right.
Or not,
Yeah.
Sometimes you ask a team, they have a totally different perspective on why things went wrong.
What's on their mind? Definitely that Rops 1v3.
They're giving up to 14, actually, here.
Oof.
Potentially.
T-side tearing through Team Liquid. There's that pregame piece that Blast keep playing with Elige talking about the strength of their T-sides at the moment and their efficiency, and I mean, that's all there, but Counter-Strike's a tale of 2 halves. This defense, despite not being too far off the mark, is getting beat up. So they'll go for the B stack. I thought we were over playing M4s on T side. Maybe that was a free upgrade, but AK's meant to be king. They're sizing up this B site. It's still very much stacked. FaMAS, oh damn, Kerrigan blows away Naf. OC reveals himself from Arch. Remember, Nitro's still boosted in sight. So that B site should be raising alarms. Twists versus Yakinder. What if he gives him a gun? What if? Not gonna happen. Now everything starts to unravel as Brokey will double back. Twists and Rops to find the A site clear for the taking. Sure enough, 14 secured.
Yeah, I think we'll really have to earn this one. Now there's just a numerical pressure, just a score line on top of the individuals. I've just been destroying Liquid. Kind of buys time for Kerrigan to get the unit moving in a way that is too much. And he's overdue for just a really strong call here on T side. The later the game goes, the stronger he gets.
What do you think of this angle? I play this all the time.
Yeah, it's a good angle.
I love this.
It always works, yeah.
Always good for one. Watch.
See? Always works.
Always good. Nice and easy. It was the FaMas's fault.
Yeah.
A one and done from Elige, a 14th for FaZe. 2 rounds to secure map 1.
Yeah, so they have any mood issues, those should be gone at this point. They're in the driver's seat. They can lose rounds now and still win the game. They're calling a timeout to get reorganized. They know a full rifle's coming their way. And in Liquid now are just thinking, oh, this is just could be a tragic way to lose. They know they could have won Mirage. They definitely have already shown good CT rounds. But you get 1v3 twice in a game. I mean, you lose the second pistol. They lose a huge lead in the first half. They're going to need all their strength. This is the kind of game you don't analyze.
Right. It's not too late, but it's got to be clean, Liquid.
No op here.
No, sir. We'll see on the A1S.
Actually, Elige only one smart enough to switch over. So we'll see. What is Kerrigan cooking? You know, the last 2 times they tried to hit only the extremities, no mid involved. They've been losing inside of the mid, actually, to the CT side. But the last 2 times they tried to hit B straight on, A full on, they got stuffed. Kinder here, still floating on Cat. They have full vision on mid. No late window smoke as well. Oh, it is there. Okay. I was wondering where that was.
Kinder's coming back in time. Kerrigan just full sends it. And Naf's going to climb on top of the garbage can. Kinder, clean. Catches Kerrigan first and foremost. We've got bodies now posted for his re-peek. And Rain's able to shuffle into the site, twists, loses his head. Kinder trying his absolute damnedest to maintain this B control. And Elige now flanking, is gonna catch Broke, he's scoped in. So 4 versus 2, and Rops stranded in the open. Not a comfortable post plant here for FaZe. Rain trying to push through, but that's where Naf is gonna end him, and Rops' position is known, so they go for the double peek, and it works out perfectly. Kinder does enough for the rest of Liquid to come through with what was remaining.
Looking 1-to-1, man. The Liquid B hits looked insane. That one looked stringy. They weren't covering everything. They were really slow to get out of the window. They couldn't stop Kinder, who was just out in the open on Cat. Didn't have very favorable engagements. Couldn't trade him out soon enough. Yeah, Brokey not having a great game so far, and it'll only matter if they end up losing the map. They still could survive without him, it looks like. But really not, yeah, the team aspect not being heightened here, not really seeing too much ferocity out of this team. It doesn't feel like Liquid are scared of him, I guess is what I'll say.
Yep. Felt like that's the kill that could have turned it upside down. You know, if Twist is able to lock into the bench, maybe Naf doesn't catch Rain inside the smoke towards Market, but Kinder delivers time and time again here on Mirage. Curiously enough, we don't see any change up from FaZe. They're just going to lean on Brokey looking to punish. Naf's nade finds its home. No opening pick off of the op. No mid presence whatsoever from FaZe.
Feels like they're a bit timid when it comes to mid. Not wanting to just lose in this default. But falling off of this, are they going to come back to it late? We'll see.
Exactly what's up. Window smoke, so Elige gonna have a hard time with this. Draws Kinder back up catwalk. Could create a chance for twists, but Rain into connector instead, so they've got a piece secured. Now what?
Yeah, things starting to come together a little bit now. Got the A ramp push coming out. Oh, the close flash. Nitro eats it, but no one comes to swing with it. So this is supposed to be a bit of noise, and still no one's killing him. So I think they know it's B now.
Oh man. But with that kill top connector
yeah,
versus
makes it a little weird, but
I mean, they can't leave with bomb, but there's also no reason for Naf nor Kinder to move at this point. So they're just going to try to run out. Broky's got the quick trade, but they don't know about Yakinder. Broky, look at this. Kerrigan, no bomb plant. Yakinder makes the difference, and there's no chance to plant, no chance to clear the 3. That double stack on Van pays off.
Yeah, it does. And they took those confident positions. They really felt like it was going to be a B play coming in there. And again, that's one of those situations where those flashes A ramp, well, that could make you think it's going to be an A play, but no one peeking behind it to clear out those close angles. That's like a guaranteed swing. And when Nitro doesn't die off the second one, I think he's telling his team, just stay calm. Honestly. Yakinder knows he wins the round here. Why are you going to clear this? FaZe think that they're getting Liquid to rotate or overthink the situation. Rain actually is the only one to bring a compelling argument to worry about A site. And they did get late mid control, but overall, I think Liquid had so much more information there. Now it's pistols for FaZe.
Yakinder with that play, 31 kills as well. So an individual effort that could be enough to still keep Liquid in this map. Rain trades out Broky down in underground. Wouldn't be the first time that FaZe leave an impact with just Desert Eagles. But I mean, these ones aren't even Kevlar'd. Well, actually, Robs has a set.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You miss, you die, you know?
Uzi's posted, no pressure on him. Gets ahead of the smoke. Oh, Robs connects, and Rain just killed Yakinder. Nitro up on top. Awkward, but still alive and kicking. He's got players coming out. Connector, duel goes his way. And there's Nap with another double. Liquid tested, but survived.
Wow. Wow, OC felt compelled to get up. Jeez, that's everything was a little bit risky there. I was like, I wouldn't even play hard angles versus the Beagles as we saw them in some of these previous rounds from FaZe Clan. And there was a chance, but FaZe getting this real test right now. Okay, they don't have 15 yet. Liquid have had to win way too many rifle rounds to even get this close. Still haven't completed it. FaZe have the buy coming in. They survived that one. Money is no longer part of the conversation. It's just about who's getting these rounds. No op coming in for FaZe Clan. Everything goes into this one. Round 29. Galil on Rain. No op on Broky. $300 remaining on Kerrigan.
30-round game.
We've seen the only things we've seen. Full A hit. Few full B hits. Late mid control. Nothing fast besides
that flat B hit.
Yeah.
He's getting real close. OC burned off his angle. How cool can Rops play this? What kind of a success in mid?
So as long as OC is here and they have connect control, Alish can stay there and not move. Doesn't even have to take over Palace. And they're watching A ramp for him as well. And they're actually switching up now to transition into a new setup. Rob's staying very patient. This is the fastest it feels like that FaZe Clan have taken over middle. So this is something now they got the CTs looking for an adjustment. Kerrigan right here. This is the big one.
Him versus Naf. Oh, wow.
He even looks away for a second.
Clean kill out of Naf. And what's the move now from FaZe? What's the answer?
And Nafly doesn't even go deeper than that. He's just thinking this is the default. He's chilling.
Get the one and pull back.
But they're coming out of Cat as well.
If they lose that bomb on Catwalk, this one's over. Rain comes around the corner and bomb spotted, but then it doubles back. And with that, Broky catching a lesion side of the window, so they're just going to try and charge this down on the A site. Can Nitro stop it on his own? Does he have to wait for rotates? Yakinder and OC are going to try to throw themselves at Ticket, but they're also worried about window, and understandably so. Broky can't get plant. Naf from Cat throws a spanner in the works at the final 15 seconds. Now Twist's hands busy. OC under smoke. And with 8 seconds left, it's desperation sinking in. No more kills from FaZe. No chance. Liquid rob it from them.
And Rain runs away with 1 HP, the last man to save. Nafly with the kill through Cat. The laser beams through the smoke at top con. Honestly, this was actually an interesting play from FaZe Clan as a team. They came off of Cat with 2 people just to show bomb. After this kill, kill from Kerrigan really made it feel like the split was coming their way, and then peeled back as Liquid pulled out of CT, let Rops out of Palace, and there were layers here. And then finally Liquid are able to answer back in a more complicated situation. And it's their individual level that shines through.
So gross from NAV.
Yeah, NAV, if NAV doesn't get
3 bullets on the original plant spot, holds off on the last shot, transitions it to the left, predicts that move, and with it, Team Liquid priming themselves for a 16-14 win here on Mirage. Nothing for FaZe as they tried to clash through this A site, stuffed at the final hurdle. Liquid win map 1 on fire from a fantastic Yakinder performance. Take a bow as he tops that scoreboard. 31 frags to his name. The concentrated efforts of Rops and Twists, still not enough.
I mean, I had 2. The second one was pretty obvious, which was Clay, but I'm not gonna pick him. I'm gonna go for Gov B. Just, I don't fully know this person. Like, I'm not super close with him, but I feel like watching Big from all these years, and he's still there as a coach. Just the fact that like people know this team as like kind of like this utility team, and I feel like I've copied hundreds of nades from them, and I've seen other people copy their strats or utility by them on each map that's being played. And I feel like now when Anubis is coming out, I feel like they're gonna be one of the team that's gonna like create a lot of new stuff, and I feel like people are gonna copy them. And I just think like innovation, I think that is like exactly that. And I think this guy is, as far as I've been listening to some interviews and whatnot, I feel like this guy has been there with Tabson, creating a lot of this stuff. So I think, yeah, I want to name him out there just because I think he might be a bit underrated.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick. Like Alexip says, it's like, remember back in the days, previous coaches saying like, if for example, Dub or someone plays the same position as you should definitely watch it, because he's not gonna just be relying on like good aim, he's gonna be relying on like good positioning and movements and how to use his grenades properly and stuff like this.
Yeah. So I think it's time to rate Alexi's pick. If you want to reveal, this goes for Alexi. Everybody's been very nice today.
Still gives a 5. He still gives a 5.
15 across the board. Okay, Phelps, is there anybody else that you'd throw into the mix?
Yes. Probably my inspiration for play CS, it's Fair. When I was playing Mortals, I was watching too much demos and Mets when Fair was playing. And Fair for me is a great guy. He changed a lot of too much things in the game. He's not like art in Freya, but it's almost the same, right? He creates spaces, he push every time, and you play against. For example, you play against SK, you know that we play with tasks, something like that, but sometimes Fair can push, can kill, can create space for your team. So I was looked too much Fair when I was starting my career. So I think Fair is one of the best of the players that change the CS.
Hey, jungle. Stick it up. Up depth. Up depth. Nice. Come on, jungle. Come on, shadow. Jungle.
Nitro A player.
I'm planting. Make planting.
Holding. Plant 15.
Holding.
Yeah, he faked it.
I don't see him coming.
I think I'm pushing now.
I don't see him.
The guy can't cover.
Wait, planted like default.
Default. Fire. Close to me dead. Fire.
Default.
Wait. I'm reloading. I'm ready, guys. I'm pushing. Half HP.
Nice! Shit! Down! Yeah, let's go, bro.
Man, talk about resilience from the side of Team Liquid in this one. FaZe threw everything they had at this map of Mirage, including some miraculous clutches as we just saw going down, but still, Liquid hang on in this one, and they are the ones to seal this out in regulation. Incredible fortitude from the North Americans and Yikinder as well.
When Liquid won their 16th round, Yikinder stood up and we were watching them and he said, guys, this is mental. That is what mental is, what we've just done. And he nailed it. He knows, I think they all felt like in this game they've had so many different opportunities to lose the game, but they didn't. They stayed resilient, they stayed focused, they calmed the weather down, the storm down from FaZe Clan, and obviously Yikinder is going to be a talking point. He was lights out.
Yikinder's firepower just paying off again and again and again. Obviously Liquid had a hot start to this map. Yikinder was showing up. Of course, FaZe did manage to almost make the comeback work, but even in these late situations, Yikinder pulling off some incredible numbers. When you
you can look at the scoreline. Look at the scoreline. This was 14-11 when he's got that multi-kill from Catwalk. You fast forward to 14-12. He's got again a multi-kill on the B side. He kept them afloat. He kept them alive. He had the performance that we were hoping to see. 31 kills, but mostly impact, pure impact.
What were we saying? 12 multi-kills over the course of this
Probably had
series?
more at the end. I would guess, I would hazard about 13 multi-kills.
Yeah, absolutely insane coming from him. And we were talking about him coming into this. Obviously, you know, he wasn't really going lights out in the series they had just yesterday versus the Outsiders. He didn't need to. Obviously, Liquid managed to win this one. But we can just see the impact of Yikinder paying off again and again and again when you're coming onto these grounds.
Yeah, and he definitely had at heart to do better than the day one. I mean, we obviously talked about the storyline facing your, former teammates and the likes of Outsiders, and maybe that was a little bit complicated for him. He was counted quite a few times in that series, but completely different story today. This is the Yikinder that we hype. This is the one we talk about with Liquid.
And we talk about what Liquid had to resist in this one as well. The clutches, we're going to play them back to back because these were absolutely spectacular moments from FaZe. And personally, I thought the game was over after this Rops one, which we're going to look at in a second.
Definitely, we're talking about the individual quality of FaZe and how they can turn these situations around. Have a look at this 1v3 from Twist, 40 seconds left. Here, good crosser placement. That second duel is pure brilliance. He had to white swing on it, and then he knows that he is spotted. So what does he do? He creates chaos to be able to find an opportunity, put smoke, Molotov down, and the kill third. Here, we've just had the mic'd up moment. It's a 3v2 that is impossible to win. It is impossible to win for Ops. He's surrounded. He's got 3 different opponents, but his target selection and how he destructures the clutch is beautiful. But the reason we show that to you is that this should have been the end of Liquid.
Yes.
Any other lesser team, any weaker team mentally would have just folded. The amount of time they allowed FaZe back in, they should have been flustered, but they didn't. They stayed in the game.
And when we bring up the round distribution as well for this one, that narrative that you're painting was exactly what happens in that first half. When we're looking at the tail end of that CT side for FaZe, it was all about Twist. And the fact that it wasn't just that particular round we were bringing up with that clutch where he was impactful.
I mean, Twist was the magician of the end of the first half. He's had, I believe, 3 multi-kills round in the last 4 rounds. 4 kills, 4 kills, and 3 kills. But what is equally interesting to see is that Yikinder did the same on the other half of that spectrum that we just showed you guys. Once he got to 14-11, he was the one posting multi-kills. And this is where the greatest Counter-Strike is being played, when you have people who are able to answer to each other like a boxing fight and they don't give up.
And I love that resilience coming out of Liquid as well, because I know when we throw our minds back to Liquid's history, choke is a word that we would often associate with them. I love that when bringing in Yikinder, rather, it's kind of been turning over a new leaf for Team Liquid. The fact that they have, as you were saying, the mental to stay into this one, that's huge.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're still a long way to be able to say this is consistent.
Of course.
There are games where you see them disappear and you can see they get in their own heads. That wasn't the case today, and that we have to celebrate. I also think that out of all the opponents you can beat in the circuit, FaZe is probably one of the hardest teams to turn around and beat from a deficit. I feel like whenever FaZe is in cruise control, it's like a tsunami. It's extremely hard to stop by. So I didn't think Liquid were able to do it. When we walked over here and this was 14-12, I had my story, my narratives ready. I was going to talk about the individuals for FaZe and how they don't let go of a lead. Well, they made a lie out of me.
Yeah, well, you can have said, hell no. I'm writing a different book. And I'm interested to hear your thoughts coming on into Inferno as well, because when we're looking at the stats for both sides of the equations, Liquid have a bit of an interesting story. When we're looking at the last 11 times they played it, they've won 9. The 2 that they've lost have been the beginning maps of the beginning of tournaments as well, where we've seen Liquid, looking a little bit sleepy, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, it's a specific context, I guess, to these 2 losses. There was the Mouse Masquerade in Rio, of course, a 16-2, and we've witnessed against Outsiders here. Overall, they have a pretty pristine record on the map. They've played it 15 times in the last 3 months. That's a crazy amount of repetitions and being, put in position on that. So I'm I'm still very confident for Liquid, but hopefully for the quality of Counter-Strike, FaZe know exactly what they do on Inferno.
Yeah, and that's the thing when we're looking at the context of FaZe as well. They've also put up equally, if not more, bolstered numbers coming onto this ground. But it was, it got a little bit hairy versus G2 yesterday, which I think we were surprised to see. They did manage to close out in overtime, and I think we've got to put Rops' name in the spotlight once again. Of course, he was super impactful on this map. Unfortunately, couldn't close it out. But yesterday, he was one of the key reasons that they managed to push it through in that overtime.
Yeah, an absolute hero. I mean, Rops was the hero of that Inferno game. It wouldn't have gone to overtime, wouldn't have been a victory without him. And he truly, he embraced that a little bit of a plus that we want to see from him. Not just a passive closer lurker, which we know he can do, but at times he was the actual one going in and making the difference. He was putting his life on the line, and this is the Rops we want to see. Now, I'll flip the script just a little bit. Yes, we celebrate Rops, but there is still a structural issue when it comes to FaZe and Inferno. It's the Rain and Kerrigan duo on B.
Yeah.
And that I truly feel like FaZe are kind of dancing around this problem, trying to figure out solutions, bringing in more players, bringing Brokey with the AWP at times. But most of the moments where that duo is in that standard defense, I'm uncomfortable. I'm just a little bit on the edge of my seat, not knowing how they're going to handle attacks, and we'll see if Liquid try and exploit that.
Yeah, how dangerous do you think that is, particularly when we're looking at Liquid, we're looking at Yakinda, absolutely loving that banana side of the equation. Do you think that makes Liquid a more dangerous opposition for FaZe?
Yeah, the way I see it, it just puts an extreme amount of pressure on FaZe and making the difference early in the round. You see how Outsiders were able to handle Liquid was that winning the early exchanges. They were either putting down Yakinda most of the time, inflicting a ton of damage, and then once they went back to the default state, that was fine. I think if you're FaZe, you need to have that same kind of advantage. I don't think you can kind of sustain the 5v5. I think you'll suffer from it. So you have to win the first 20 to 30 seconds of the exchanges.
You said you're confident in Liquid coming into this ground. You're not doubting them, even though it is FaZe's pick. Are you confident enough to say that this is going to be a Liquid 2-0 on this map?
No, I think we're going to 3. I think FaZe have demonstrated plenty enough times, that they have the mental backbone to come back into a game, even though this must have been a little bit of a frustrating end of Mirage. I think we're going to 3. I think the quality of CS is good enough for me.
Yeah, we always know that FaZe can perform under pressure when indeed needed, and it is their pick of Inferno coming into things as well. But the potential for Liquid to be closing this one out in 2. We're going to see if we do need that third and final deciding map of Anubis, and it's going to be going down after this.
Well, Yakinder dragged them, kicking and screaming over the finish line on Mirage. He managed 31 kills. That's what it took to take down FaZe on that first map. Now we transition into Inferno, the Betway odds switching the way of Team Liquid. And yesterday, honestly, FaZe would have lost this very same map versus G2, hands down, no doubt, if not for this guy.
Yeah.
Rops. Absolute world-class performance yesterday to keep FaZe away from the G2-0.
But it speaks to this weird thing that's happening right now where FaZe somehow look like a worse team than they've looked in a little bit. And their individuals somehow, at the same time, are playing at their absolute peak levels. It's creating for some, honestly, really entertaining games, but hard to kind of characterize them. And I'm like, a part of me is glad Liquid won just because of the fact that I felt like as a team they looked really solid and had good enough individuals, but they survived losing the second pistol, a 1v3 in the second half. It was just nonstop, you know, huge frags coming out of the FaZe players. Last time they played, Yakinder has one map versus FaZe. I don't know if it was on Liquid or earlier this year on Outsiders, but he had a 1.38 rating. NAVI pretty good versus them too. He's key. Oh my god, they're running right over him.
Elish pops up. Oh, easy second. Oh, P2K.
No way he gets away.
Runs dry, but no problem. He is just residing in the underground, and that opens it up for the NAF peak. Rops has to go around to ult to clear it, and it's going to have to be the Rops and Twist 2v5. Dude, Elish wasted not a second. Ran through those apartments, climbs through the underground.
I can't believe he just popped up too instead of just waiting for footsteps, but put up 2 frags.
Is it enough?
You know,
Rops is sizing up this B site.
There's a site to go to right now. It's, I don't know if you want to give him that kill.
All right, smoke down on the cross. It's an armored P250 versus Nitro. Rops wants to clear the site. Twists, puts some shots into the smoke and goes for this bomb plant. Yakinder is not going to spam him down, so it's at least money made. And Yakinder waiting on the edge of that, an insta headshot. Twist brings it back. That's Alicia's P2000, and now he's got a fresh mag in, but that reload is what allows Nitro to come out wide enough to secure this defuse and a pistol round win.
Great shots though, but that one's Alicia making his play early into the halls, through the underpass, popping up, not wasting a second. Full confidence, fast win right there. Bomb plant's nice though for FaZe. Interrupts the, you know, full SMG buy in the second round here for Liquid. But I think Liquid are just happy with the round. They got to be happy with the way they're playing, and yeah, I just feel like Inferno will be theirs today. Even I think earlier this year I would be like FaZe for sure, but recency matters a ton in Counter-Strike when it comes to upcoming results. I'm feeling very doubtful about FaZe.
Except for major wins. Apparently major wins don't bode well.
Yeah.
Poor Outsiders.
But they didn't lose to anyone they lost to at the major.
Okay, that's fair.
Or played at the major.
Sure, yeah. There we go, silver linings. And like Nico said, at least they won the major.
Yeah, that was a funny question because I'm sure like it was realized at that moment like this is Nico's ultimate dream. Like I don't think at this point he's just thinking about himself. Like I've got nothing else I actually want. I'd love to be James right now.
So Team Liquid comfortable inside this A site. Ooh, Twist just caught Nitro at B, but they're so close to the A play that they're not going to pull back just yet. Rain's gotten beyond the arch.
Yeah, they know he does this, but right now with the extra kill, it makes things harder. Maybe Twist can pull an extra rotation with a little bit more presence. We'll see.
Yakinder's walking up. He's watching the right side. Rain shoots first, and it's 2 instant kills out of both Brokey and Rain. And Rain gets himself another because Elish just got cleared off site, so this goes perfectly for FaZe. Twist's kill towards the B site wasn't even really needed, except it did a really good job of pulling OC away.
Yeah, no, that definitely helped a lot.
Distracted Yakinder as well.
Let them get farther ahead on the split. Rain didn't really get a lot of play in that first map, but the kills he got were really impactful, I feel like, and I think if they went to A a little bit more often, he would have had a lot more impact. So Yeah, again, it's just one more individual. I guess, you know, Brokey was the individual last map that probably is the reason they couldn't pull it over just on individuals alone.
Right. If everybody
had
one
so
round,
much outside of
simply
him.
didn't.
Yeah.
One round would have been enough to at least force OT. So a little wrench in the works early here versus Liquid. But again, the site is stacked. Bomb won't be lost, but guns could be given.
Oh, they don't molly top second. Smoke comes down. I wonder...
Sometimes we say, like, you don't want to throw those smokes, right? Because
no, that's not true. Maui said that once, I think. But
I gotta stop listening to this guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much deeper than that, actually. I mean, like, if you have to just, it has to be different all the time. That's it. I mean, you can't guarantee they're going to come forward, but man, they really want to make them feel like it's a fake or something. It depends. It's situational.
This is gonna happen.
Yeah, they're attracted to it.
Call the void. Smoke's gonna fade, and they're gonna have a face full of Team Liquid. 4 players here. Kerrigan slides out, gets killed by the CT hold, but we've still got quad occupied. And Yakinder removed because of that smoke. Brokey bomb out. Plants front box, Twist gets shot in the back, Rain finds it through the spam, and now Yakinder's looking for a target. And his timing could catch them off, but Brokey recovers, and it feels like they just got away with something that they could have just as easily lost.
Yeah, very good plant there, front quad, even though it wasn't covered directly. And Rain has a lucky kind of spray, but there's not much back there, so I'm not surprised he hit him.
It's more the fact, like, you know, what if Yakinder stops that bomb plant?
That's what I mean. They planted front quad, so it was impossible for him to... Like, he planted front quad for that reason.
Yep.
Just in case.
And then obviously Nitro has to shoot at Twist. It's a back turned and the only guy he can see.
The thing was, in terms of target selection, you know, Yakinder could have tried to kill him first since he saw the CT guy wasn't looking in his direction.
Right.
Thought that if he killed the CT guy faster, then he could still stop the plant as well. Or even catch him coming out of animation. But it's a weird, where you're like, do I play for a kill for sure, or do I play for the round, but risk the round at the same time?
Mm-hmm. So a little bit of damage there, but it is FaZe to get away with it. Could have gone south. Now, I never understood that. They say things go south like it's a bad thing, but they do have nice weather.
Yeah, but then you're in Florida.
Oh. Well, keep going more south.
Yeah.
B site completely clear. Bomb will be picked up and committed. So, sorry, Liquid, not this time.
So, most balanced map of the year. Inferno.
Huh.
51% CT sided. But Liquid, over 16 maps, 58% T-side rounds.
Ooh.
Another map where they've really flexed their T-side improvements.
It's an Alicia Kinder entry combo. World class.
Yeah. I think, actually, did they just play against outsiders on this map and lost? Go ahead and check that, because I think Yakinder has, just watching the games, I think even the games they won, he has had some problems with being aggro on Banana, getting countered sometimes. Actually, yeah, it was yesterday versus outsiders. He didn't have the best time. Didn't have a really great day, though, overall.
No, not at all.
So not sure if that was team-specific, playing against his old roster, or if it was just the day. But today's a little bit better, so we'll see. And again, one map versus FaZe Clan so far, 2022, and Yakinder a 1.38 rating. So he has expectations for himself here. But not too much history between these two on the map.
I say 1.38. Nothing compared to what he just put up on Mirage.
Yeah.
So if that was the bar, he's already surpassed it. Gonna have to do it again here, though. BO3 series for a semi-final spot, the World Finals. $1 million prize pool and the last event of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to finish strong.
Yeah, you bomb out of the World Finals, you might make a roster move.
Unless you also just won a major.
Maybe.
Maybe. Sanji's calling. Smoke out from Kerrigan. Guns up.
Cloud9 Sanji.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. Ouch.
They know the hit's coming. Nice clip here from Rain. Another good one.
Anya Kinder as well, right?
Yeah,
No easy feat.
He's changing the round again. So much pressure on Nitro, who's just been alone inside of B, and now they're just trying to go help him. But the split, they're just fighting everything.
Last time, you know, it was that one pressure up arch into the A split. This time, they tried to contain in CT spawn. Oh. But that kill from Elige onto Rops opens up the frag from Nitro. And while he turned attention, Elige 7 health. 7 HP onto the peak versus Twists, but there are more layers to this.
Yeah, but who's walking, who's running? It doesn't seem like they're super worried about Brokey, but Brokey doesn't hit a shot. Can he recover? No, he can't. And now Kerrigan has no help to get this bomb down. Mac 10 in hand, 22 HP, running into it.
No.
His death. Wow, Liquid got themselves out of a tricky spot right there.
Wow.
Rain's frag felt like it meant everything. They got into CT, got control of it. Pressure on Library. They even had 2 players waiting for the push to come out. Avoided that timing. Nitro alone inside the B site. Couldn't have been better setup there for FaZe.
You know, if Nitro's more concerned about the banana players coming at him, and there is 2 players running up with bomb, then maybe Rain's able to just fixate on the fight and get another clean kill, because damn, that first one was nice. And then Elige dodges Twist's bullets. Brokey doesn't pick up NAV, even though he ran, even though all the info was there for him. A missed chance that would have opened a door for Kerrigan to clutch. Instead, Team Liquid take a second. FaZe very much alive in that last round. Nades for Brokey, gonna drop him to 29 health, can't see a damn thing. Yakinder presses down, and now they're gonna try to recover it using Twists, which, sure enough, works well for one, and Kerrigan will finish off the little that was left of Nitro, but there's a third body here. And it's a set of capable hands. Elige by Sandbags, locked in by this op. By Twists.
Yeah. Can't even necessarily rotate out easily. Twist picked up this op once on Ancient yesterday. Wasn't the best showing for him. This is a strong spot for 1 kill. Let's see if it gets pre-aims. Oh, not good enough just there. Elige stays strong. The support's coming in, and he kept a smoke, actually. Ooh. Perfect.
A lot of responsibility there for Elige, and he's not even going to fall away.
Yeah, he's not leaving. That's interesting, and it feels like they might be trying to look for him up close. With the amount of time left, Elige could be a liability if he dies.
No way they predict this. Twist is walking up. Oh, Rain keeps eyes on it, finds the headshot, and Elige's risk could cost them. OC's not able to clean up anybody through that smoke, so bomb plant inevitable, and maybe Liquid concede.
Yeah, don't love that play. I don't know if Liquid are going to go for this. They have a lot of nades and low HP players. Oh, Rain dodges that. If he didn't move, he was dead.
Just gets off of the dunk zone. A flash here given to Naf.
I think, you know, at least 38 seconds, that smoke coming up is great, and it could delay. But, no, even if he gets the 1 kill and gets traded, it's still a 2v2 with a very fast route to the B site with a smoke and CT, and the rotation is going to be so slow. So it felt like he was doing a bit too much there, even though he got a nice frag on Kerrigan and that smoke down. But FaZe, looking solid, seizing the opportunity, and carefully approaching as well, as Twist was watching over the smoke to see if Elige would fall back. He wouldn't have had full vision, but they were at least suspicious about the thought that someone could still be at car.
Oh, thought Rain was holding the whole time. Yeah, almost.
Twist like shouldered it, saw him in the shot, right?
Exactly, and then Rain just reacts with the wallbang. So, dangerous game. You know, could have been his moment. Ultimately, will cost Liquid a B bomb site and a 4th round to FaZe's favor. We still got guns on the line here for Liquid.
That was a great fight from FaZe, though, throughout on Banana itself. getting through. I mean, Brokey ate 2 nades. They smoked it in a way that allowed him to take a shot. He missed his shot after getting a little bit blind, but then the twist trade right away. They got Yakinder, got one back on top boxes. I mean, that was not easy to get out of, so well done from FaZe.
Now I want to take a piece out of this A setup. I'm going to get the double boiler stack plus OC up on the boosts. Could catch him off, but the flash is fantastic. Elige not able to come out and stop it, so Arch very much compromised. And therefore, bomb site as well. What's OC going to be able to do? He puts down his smoke towards Moto. That's going to stall them for a moment.
He's not worried about halls. Yeah, OC shouldn't be worried about halls.
Rain goes over the smoke. Yakinder's waiting on Arch.
They do have a weird problem with Boiler. I mean, they're looking for players. They're not going to find him.
Arch is waiting.
Oh, okay.
Snaps it up. Gets his kill. OC's got a little pocket here to work with. And an incendiary to keep them at bay. But Yakinder, there's his timing. And the Arch wrap now shut down. It's all in on short. Brokey's got one trade. And OC had to switch out to the pistol. Now it's Nitro's chance to clutch. Versus a Brokey that's already put up 2 kills. And a Brokey that struggled on Mirage, but is given a chance to shine here 1v1.
No smoke available. Assuming Brokey's going to try to play this aggressive, hoping for a really big era. Has a Molotov to his left that he can use for halls if he wants to try to stick. Isn't even picking it up. I think absolutely needs that to win this clutch. Can't find Brokey for now.
But at least finds the kit, so it's not in the incendiary. Oh, Brokey sees it. Oh!
Oh my god.
Missed shot! Oh! No!
Oh. Wow. I mean, he didn't play it wrong.
Just missed.
Nitro just a little bit too far off on that sliver. Pros don't fake.
Oh no.
Shame it was a good round from Brokey up until this moment. That one's obviously very close. They'll take it. They'll take it. Not much to say about that for Liquid. They're happy enough.
Man, when he didn't get in Boiler, when he got caught on the door, I just knew something was going to go wrong. From that moment on, I was like, no, he lost this.
Yeah. Surely didn't think it was going to be like that, though.
No, but it was just a bad omen.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. I think superstitions matter in CS.
They do.
It's a confidence game. Well, it was a good round until that moment. Otherwise, the door thing and the missed shot at the end. Brokey had the 2 kills to get the site in the first place.
Well-timed Famas double kill out of Yakinder.
They still have a money advantage here. It's a better buy than Liquid have, even after that round win. So
it's 4 rounds back and forth with that one. But only one survivor puts the economy in a weird spot.
Oh my god. I don't think he saw, I mean, I don't think he saw the second guy at all.
Yo, Twist has just been up to some witchcraft as of late.
Yeah, seriously. It's just been a monster truck here on Banana.
They call him the Magician, but I don't know. It's more of a warlock. Getting into necromancy with the way he's killing everybody today. They're going to find that A site completely evacuated, clear for the taking. Surely we get that from Twist's perspective. I hope so anyways, because...
Where was the... I don't know, they might have lined up right in front of each other, so it's the same spray. But I think he was full blind. Wow.
Well, off of the heroics of Nitro in that 1v1 to a round loss and a 5th terrorist win for FaZe. Silver lining, 3 players get to save here for Liquid. So
it's Canadians great in snowstorms.
Okay.
You ever watch Alone?
I'm alone every day.
Just look in the mirror.
No, what's Alone?
It's just a survival show.
Oh,
God.
Survivor?
There's a lot of time in the Canadian Arctic. A little bit more intense than Survivor.
You watch your tongue.
I've watched both.
Oh, okay. That's true. You are the reality
You've watched neither.
expert.
You're not a Survivor fan, are you?
I used to be.
Okay.
Watch this.
yeah. Wow. Okay, so he actually
He saw
he
them
adjusted
between the
a little bit.
flashes.
That was even more nuts.
But still doesn't feel like Liquid necessarily did anything wrong.
No. No shame dying to Twist.
Well, actually, the only thing they did wrong was let Twists leave to FaZe.
They let him leave.
Yeah.
This is like when Navi let Modesty go and then he beat him at Kato.
Yeah. That was a year ago. Almost.
Yeah.
You say Katowice, I'm like, yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. Where'd this year go, man? It's been like 3 weeks.
One major in FaZe's back pocket, another one in the Outsiders camp. Those 3 saved weapons will still leave Liquid on a liability. Pistol for OC, MP9 on Nitro.
How'd they get anything? Pretty impressive.
I got nades. That's about it. Sizing up Banana here, and with Liquid working with so little, they're not looking to get too risky nor frisky. This is the Kickert Fame setup that Mahone was talking about. Joe just spotted inside of it. It's going to find Kerrigan with his head turned, so nice, free, easy kill with the SMG. And remember, Yakinder's still in the pocket. Brokey goes over. Oh, the no-scope finds Yakinder, but Nitro's still tearing him up.
He's doing God's work with this MP9.
A 4 versus 2, thanks to Nitro, essentially. And Rain needs Rops to come bail him out because he is feeling very much alone at the moment. And as Rops gets here, there's not an additional smoke for the CT cross. And Nitro finds a little upgrade, so that MP9 worth its weight in gold here in round 9. A bomb plant, but if the coffin peak comes out, then Rain's dead. However, he survives because of the smoke, so it had to go down then and there.
Oh, that's such a beautiful play from Rops. That particular timing, as soon as he thought a spam would come out.
There's that pistol player. Oh, but Naf goes down in the background. Killer headshot out of Rops. Nitro trying to press in. That allows Rain to catch his next kill, and FaZe managed to hang on.
Rops is so good, man.
Savior of the day.
That was such a beautiful timing out of him to peek into spawn. And yeah, perfect play between him and Rain. Wow, they earned the hell out of that.
They had to fight for it.
Yeah, they did. That should be impossible. You know, no CT smoke, 2v4. Wow. So well done. Rain dies, but FaZe take the round, and Liquid were already broke.
Thank goodness Brokey lands that no-scope.
Look at that.
Shot. I thought, you know, OC was going to serve up a great distraction. Rops tries to commit because he's got gun advantage. Naf peeks from behind. It's just a nice 1-2 to clear out Rops. But, damn. Naf just got shredded. Now OC freed up to try and be the hero of round 10. Solo M4 here for Liquid. Good match.
Has been, yeah. And Anubis potential.
Wow.
FaZe win this. What a cool place that will be to end.
Especially since Liquid picked up the win versus Outsiders.
Yeah.
And everybody's talking about FaZe's success in scrims.
Oh, yeah.
So I really want to see what FaZe have to offer us. Leash trying to play catch. Oof, Kerrigan. Down goes the M4, but Yakinder's right there. And now the 5-7 gets an upgrade. Rain gonna try and clear him off the site. Sure enough, Yakinder gets popped, and Bomb finds B for free.
Sheer impact from Rain. He's always going to be the guy wrapping Arch as well, the rifle, sometimes alone, sometimes Kerrigan taking his place, sometimes together, but man, he's beating everyone.
Naf's going to be stuck in pit, but Rops has an iron forehead. Rob wants revenge. He'll get it. To close out round 10, the favorite to FaZe. Nice job, Rain. Alleviates a lot of pressure here versus the Pistols.
This is their MO, getting Arch under control. So it needs to be also Liquid's. Probably taking advantage of Cubby more and Bracky's control in general. Not letting them wrap too easily. See, Liquid's T-sides are so good, they're using all their timeouts on CT. The one team doing so.
What was their win percentage on T-side Inferno?
58.
58.
Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely well above average.
Right.
At the tier 1.
But gonna need enough of a defensive half.
Yeah.
To even have a damn chance.
Yeah, and FaZe just already look like you can already look at rounds that just look better orchestrated in this map than we did on Mirage. So
sure.
Chalk it up to a slow start, maybe a little bit fogginess out of Kerrigan, from a calling perspective, but things are shaping up nicely now.
And we've got Brokey part of the equation again. Rain, you know, he did enough on Mirage to, I think, avoid criticism, but this is obviously just that much better. Right, this is the full-fledged FaZe. The engines are roaring. But guns back in the hands of Liquid. Could be enough. Kickstart what's left of this CT side. We got 5 rounds left to play in the first 15.
Now there's Cubby coming into play.
Late bloomer.
Oh, he's got a pocket. They didn't hear this either, but there's a smoke down.
And he still leaves. Catches Kerrigan, though, on the fallback, so you take that one if you're a Liege.
That's it. I think FaZe are just winning a lot, and it had a lot to do with Arch. They go for it again. Liquid respond. They win at least this first kill. But FaZe, they've already won this like 2v4. So round's not done. I didn't like how many times Nitro's left alone on the B side as well. Today and yesterday, honestly.
Well, you still got your Kinder floating around with him. They've got one smoke between the two of them. And a couple of flashbangs. But FaZe still going to have to wait things out. Utility goes over top as the first one fades. Flash into the pit for Yukinder to try and swing, but he doesn't take that huge chance of running all the way through, so it's this next flash that's going to prime the Yukinder play. Nice first one. Twist gives cover. They know about Nitro, and they're going to press in, but Nitro's going to fight this tooth and nail. Twists recovers again. His 10th, but on half health, he won't stop. Every time he's low, it's like he powers. Oh! A tap deep to CT, and he just slowly cruise controls across to safety onto Banana, and all of a sudden, Naf has everything to do, and he gives that up. How does Twist, every single time, manage those extra kills?
The more damage he takes, the better he gets, is basically what's happening.
It's phenomenal.
He's got this strange boon.
Black magic.
He's got the RTSR.
Oh, I want to see that.
Shot was crazy.
Yeah, I was like, give me that tap again.
Yeah, the Banana 2K spray, this round right here, all of Mirage.
Stops Yukinder, clears out Nitro.
Yeah, this one, Nitro almost handled this too. He just stops taking damage as well.
Oh.
Wow. Good night.
Never reloaded either way.
Nice shot. Ahoy, Banana.
Damn.
1 mag, 4 kills. And the result?
A1S could never.
Yeah, it's true. Is a broken Team Liquid. Damn, Twists.
Amazing.
You nasty. Naf gonna try to, again, go hero mode. Last time it was OC's task. Twists.
Not done.
Not gonna give Yukinder a chance to breathe. And up next is Nitro, who holds him in with the 5-7. Smokes make this kind of weird, so FaZe don't want to follow through. Brokey's jumping around like a madman, and they can all just leave. Screw B, go A.
Don't think Liquid are super scared about B for the time being. Everyone's still spread, though, from the FaZe side. I think just calling back for some utility as they ready B again. Loosen up the defense.
Yeah, they're not falling for
Oh,
this.
but Liquid aren't either.
Nope. They're not falling for this whatsoever. There's still time to, again, double back if Kerrigan keeps going. But will he keep going?
He's still cooking. He does that to get into Arch.
They grab the extra gun.
The thing is, though, sometimes you split like this. We've got 3 to attack. If anything goes wrong there, it gets ugly, and Kerrigan gets spotted. NAVI going to meet him at the pass, but that's just an individual duel. However, Kerrigan now, I mean, he has locked him out of the A site.
Yep, orchestrated. Bomb's going to come running up. Kerrigan wants to help with clearing sight because they don't know it's open.
They're going fast, though.
NAVI comes running out. Going to be finding contact on Moto. Gets the kill to Rops. Elige finds Brokey. It's Kerrigan and Rain to try and clutch this out, but we've got armored guns in the hands of Liquid, so if they want to rob this round away, it's doable. Unless Rain and Kerrigan both find their kills to put FaZe on fire.
Damn, well done. Yeah, now Kerrigan, he's cooking. Now he's got the chef hat on. That was cool, where they juggled it back and forth. They had an opportunity at B, at A. They had Liquid guessing every step, rotating very frequently, but at the same time, FaZe knew how to like guarantee at least they could slip Kerrigan into Arch. Then they had open up actually both sites, because if Kerrigan doesn't see anything, he just works on the flank, they hit B together. And we saw in that situation, contingency plan to hit the A site if they find a rotator and spawn. That's the Kerrigan we know and love.
Ooh, Elige gets to take a risk, but
ate the flash.
So can't offer up an opening kill. But we'll call for reinforcements. Saw quite a bit of FaZe there with that mid-peak. Kinder added to the bomb site. He'll hold Balk. They're going to emphasize brackets. It's a good setup for Liquid. One that can hinge on OC or Elige. Smoke has to go down though, and Rops finds the opening. Elige comes out with just the one, and they're gonna try to wrap around sight, but Yakinder's got Graveyard, and this could catch them with hands busy. Nades being thrown out. They've lost that line of sight, and OC's in the bomb site, ready to rock and roll. Rain cleared from over top, and Twist's about to clear the B site, bringing back Brokey and the bomb.
That's awesome. They just keep working.
Man, they got all of Liquid so ready, frothing.
They have a
for
smoke
the fight
this
on
time.
A. Smoke goes down, and Nitro, unless the spam connects, which is not going to happen. We've got a man advantage for the retake, but Twists goes deep.
Yeah, and they're slow. They're going to try to go for bottom banana, flank all the way around. They have a kit, of course, on Nitro here. Enough utility. They could try smoking out banana, having a Kinder walk through it, and or just smoking out the usual positions.
Great flash. I saw the gun. Oh, but Twist just recovers vision.
Can't kill this man today.
Simply will not die. And obviously, with that flash, they know that the support is back there, but OC connects the op shot. It's going to be broken to try and close it. Smoke on top of the bomb, but there's no kit for your Kinder, so he gets cleared off. And then Brokey runs out, but doesn't matter if he dies, because time decides, and FaZe find 10.
Another big one, and that's Twist this time. The extra layer over on B, working towards it as it feels like they're for sure about to hit the A site. Again, just taking all the free space they can, not overcommitting at any one point, playing reactive with layers. Yeah, outdoing Liquid entirely so far this half. And again, Liquid's T side, great, but at this point, they need 5 rounds and a pistol, and then they can maybe talk about hitting their quota and putting this game together. But right now, FaZe on a different level.
Kinder wants a piece of him. Oh! Latvian on Latvian action. And that's going to cause NAF to back up a step or two. But smoke could fade on banana, and as it does, Twist gets clipped. Woo. Kerrigan's got the trade, so it all falls on NAF. And Molly's not going to find him, but he's on the hay bale, and now they're all fixated forward towards him. Kerrigan will clear another. And that allows Brokey to go for the plant. OC, Nitro, gonna have to save this one, as Liquid will fight for 4 CT rounds. Best case scenario.
Yeah. in terms of quality of half, FaZe a cut above. It's top shelf CS out of them. And there was just enough individual, you know, action there from like Twist, for example, where it's like, okay, now that's just like the full picture. Like that's like it's just a really, really great half with everything making sense for FaZe. Kerrigan also, man, I feel like it's just, I would like to look at his headshot percentage and to see if it's improved this year.
Right.
His overall kills and some events and stuff are a little bit lower, but I swear he is just a much better rifler overall this year than he has been for a long time.
It's one of the things I think he knew he had to improve on, right? If FaZe were going to hoist trophies.
Almost got that 1v3 ace on Mirage.
Oh, man.
OC hit the shot of his life to get that and deny it.
I don't think I've ever seen Kerrigan so, like, disappointed in an individual moment, you know? Just hung his head, and they had to take a timeout for that, just for him to kind of reset. Those are the kinds of moments that you want so bad. And had they picked that up, you know, we could have talked overtime. We could have talked FaZe winning map 1. This could have been a 2-0 by the looks of things at the moment. Not going to write off
they got lucky enough.
Sides, but that is also fair, yeah. But for Kerrigan. Kinder flashed around the corner, sees nothing. Double molly out of FaZe. Ooh. How is Kerrigan not dead? Was that a team flash?
I think it had to be. I don't know if there's any shallow flash that would have landed there from the CT side.
It didn't kill him, but Yakinder still does. Rack up the opening frag here to the favor of Liquid. It's going to be a Liege versus Rain. His first shot connects, and there's the headshot to boot. Twists once again trying to get into some antics over at this B site. Slides through smoke, and Nitro's not watching, but Yakinder is. So, again, we talked about 4 rounds best case scenario, and that's exactly what looks likely here. 25 on the clock. And FaZe, no success in the final round of this T-side, but still an excellent 15 to start this second map. Gotta knock Liquid down a peg after their map 1 victory. So, 11 rounds, and we know that Liquid can put up T rounds of their own. Join us after the break to see what they've got left. tale of the T-sides here on Inferno. That's what Liquid are hoping to construct in front of us, because FaZe put up 11 on the offense, and this is kind of the formula that they would have hoped for coming into the series, right? Broky's hitting shots, Rain is right up there with the other stars, and Twist's consistency alongside Rops from map 1 to map 2 gives them a great chance. You win a pistol, you got 12, you close this down, and we go Anubis.
Anubis.
Anubis. I'm just saying, give the people what they want.
Never get old of Anubis.
I hope not.
Old, never get tired. On the horizon. Rops the landlord. Rent is high.
Yeah.
And Rops collects.
Look, we're gonna try to go for the bout control. They got the flash for no flash. Oh yes, excuse me, OC. As always. But that flash comes over the bomb site, not from apartments itself. Kerrigan puts a smoke at his feet, and Rops connects with a headshot. Ooh, gets a liege. It's only Nitro so far from Liquid. Broky's got himself a double, and FaZe Clan have themselves a second pistol racked up.
There it is. The second pistol. Like, with a pistol, Liquid could live up to their T-sides, their usual T-sides. Now they've got to try to eco it. No plant down. Things are getting hairy.
And we're not talking Russell.
He will be talking later, though.
Yes, he will, alongside Moses.
Not so hairy.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it depends what part. I'm jealous of that man's chest.
Glock's here for Liquid, so they understand what the doctor's ordered. Got to be a save. And then one real rifle round to turn it all upside down. But the MP9s want to feast. Down goes Nitro and a liege right after. So, again, don't hold your breath for this round or it's not good for you.
Okay.
Not a single kill. Glock's simply not enough. 9-round lead for FaZe, 3 away from the win, 3 away from Anubis.
Do we start talking about Anubis? FaZe
No,
Anubis?
not yet. Nope.
What call out will be Brokey?
Well, there is a temple.
There is a Glizzy.
There is a Ramses.
There is a Ramsey.
And there's no cave.
Yeah, you got a whole thread yesterday. The cave is right here. Grow up. Get owned.
I did get owned. Here we go. The gun round y'all waiting for. Fire on Nitro's feet. I mean, it's a huge weapon advantage. We got as many MP9s as AKs, and Rain doesn't seem to give a damn. A free upgrade, in fact. 1 HP for Rain. FaZe's players have barely survived. Oof, at a leash. Yeah, he understood what's up. So Liquid claw it back with at least the 1. FaZe didn't even really buy extra nades this round, eh? Just in case they lose it. Look how much money they kept.
Yeah, it could be the case, because sometimes these next buys, they end up being so bad, it's kind of like, is it really a bonus?
Yeah, so they just went MP9s, few nades, and
they still win.
If that works out, then this is going to be a great economy to kick it off. But they've still got to close here versus the last 2, and OC seems to have had enough. Naf into the 1v2, but can he close against Twist? This is Canada versus Canada.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
2 Canadians casting, 2 Canadians in a 1v1.
This is our moment.
Best 2 Canadians in the world. Nothing can go wrong here. I've never been so apathetic to an outcome in my life.
Right. I'm going to apologize no matter what happens.
I'm already smiling.
I'm happy for whoever wins it and sorry for whoever loses.
Sorry.
Twist loses track of NAF.
Boot and a boot here around the arches.
Remember though, bomb planted over on...
It's a very weird plant.
Yeah, right?
But it makes it look like it's a library plant, which is NAF light, you know. Look at that.
I like
He's
it.
got him thinking.
I like
and then he
it.
thinks he's wrapping around CT. Oh, he's just bleeding time off the clock.
Oh, he's playing Twist like a
God,
fiddle.
Canadians are so smart.
No kit either. No kit for Twists.
It's over.
It's done. NAF.
And in Canadian fashion, it's full pacifist. No one shoots each other.
Sorry, I had to blow up your site, eh? Oh, no problem. It's just your job.
That's wonderful.
All right.
Firm handshakes all around.
No violence. Well, considering that was MP9s, Liquid get away with it. NAF, good trade over towards that B site. So funny to just see that plant. Twists clearing out library. Like, where the hell? Only NAF knows.
Yeah. NAF is smart. He's a smarty.
And of course, the result of saving all of that money by not buying full nades, we get the op on Brokey. We get M4s across the board. Not too many liabilities in the utility department. Rain, down to 20, and cleared out by Yakinder. So, give Yakinder room to work on Banana, and you could have your hands full, but Brokey gonna go ahead and land that shot.
Well, they have a chance, a timing window, it looks like, to avoid the op where they want to just take that right now. Could be the rotate back. Twist open eyes here on Arch, so he can swing. And Nitro doesn't think he'd be anywhere close. He's wrong.
And he saw those next players. Oh, Twists. Ton of damage. Primes Rops perfectly. And with that smoke over on the apps, NAF has to come in just 2 seconds late. A nade for Rops drops him to 20. But nothing NAF can do about it now. He has to back up, and he's surrounded. He wants Rops so bad. And he's going to kill Kerrigan instead. Rops chucks the nade in. Can NAF manage a 1v4 turned 1v3?
Yeah, the interesting thing is, like, the 1v2 is possible if, you know, Rops really does give him a chance. Twiz right below him. Twiz could go down as well. There are two players who are very low. Rops tries to leave. He can't leave with his life.
He's doing it.
And Nafly, he's got 30 seconds. The bomb's in an awkward spot. That smoke makes a huge difference, though, to his options. Coming through Boiler. They're looking to clamp down. Oh, a smoke and Arch as well.
Dude, he's got to see
the flash to walk around. Nafly is thinking at 1,000,000 miles per minute at the moment, and it looks like he could actually jump out into this. Brokey's coming around. The shot is easy. Okay.
Damn, nice attempt.
Seriously.
Made the most of every single piece of utility he could find.
And we talk about Rops as the landlord, or I did. And NAF is also, it's one of his best positions. Right. Side here, T-side and apartments. Very strong. Had a great map versus NAVI. I think it was the fall finals. T-side.
Twist just having a field day here, racking up that damage. I kind of wanted that clutch for NAF just because he you know, masterminded it so well.
Yeah.
Didn't give up too much HP in any of those duels. You know, focused on Rops for as long as he had to, but then also managed to get Twists out from pit. If only he had one more flash or something. Could have been a fun clutch back to back. There's the big brain pacifist 1v1 against Twists, and then that last one, he harnessed the violence. Majority pistols with Yakinder's solo AK, and they will get some banana control. As NAF versus Twists goes down in mid. He's going to burn NAF alive. Kerrigan and Rain versus the remaining Liquid members. But Yakinder on half health's not going to make his job any easier, and they get fed upon.
Yep. Like hungry, hungry hippo.
Violent animals, those hippos.
They are.
You got to look out for them.
You're scared of gators, but it's really the hippos. They run across the bottom of the ponds. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you told me that fact. They don't swim, they run across the bottom of...
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, they're so heavy. How would they float, you know?
It's terrifying.
I know that Pablo Escobar's hippos that he had imported are now a nuisance on the local environment.
Invasive species.
Invasive species, yes.
No one kills them.
But they, you know, the locals don't want to kill them because apparently Pablo Escobar's hippos are a great tourist attraction.
I want to go now, you know?
Go check out some hippos.
All right, well, another low buy here for Liquid.
Yeah. Got to find something to do while Team Liquid...
They're playing like they want to see Anubis.
It's coming. You're not stopping it now. 10 map points for FaZe. What could have been a 2-0 had they just gotten away with another couple of rounds on Mirage, but nothing is going to stop them from winning Inferno at this point. It's 1 HP per opponent here for Yakinder. Ladies and gentlemen, queue up Anubis, a map that Liquid beat Outsiders on yesterday, and a map that everybody in Europe is talking about FaZe because they have dominated the scrims, but can they do it in the officials when it matters most? A semifinal spot in Abu Dhabi on the line, and it's Liquid to limp in to map 3.
Alexi's barely alive, Hampus barely stands, and yet Ninja's continuing to try and keep this flawless game going. Oh, what? A no-scope from the heavens, blessed by God, is Brokey!
And that turns them back. They were about to leave. He gave them a parting gift. And they win the round because of it.
OC, again, they force him out into the fight, and Stown with the spin around, what a 180! Taking out OC as well. They've cleared out this A site already. Naf and Nitro are left, but it's just Naf on his own, and it's heroic! They reached the grand final one more time, back to back. They did it at the major, and they're back again. What an incredibly big day this is for Heroic.
A 1v4, a 1v3, he has 7 kills.
Oh, wow.
6 of his 7 kills are in those 2 rounds.
I think you did a little bit of weird math there, but...
No, because the 1v4, he didn't get the last kill.
Oh, you're a genius.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, I try. I carried the 1.
They should clip that. You're not on camera, damn it. He did the nerd pushing up his glasses thing.
Just wait till I tell you Newton's law of cooling. Little bits of left on Hampus, who holds.
Kerrigan.
Ready for the Kerrigan push, who maybe gets a little too ahead of himself. Brokey's not got it. No, sir. Hampus continues to deliver. And while Rez is pinned in behind the pillar, it's now man advantage for the Ninjas. FaZe continue to press. Twist gets 2, low HP on the little that remains of the clan. And Esatag, well, they don't know where the hell he's at, so he holds. Oh, he holds. And behold his moment here in OT. Flash out from the window, bomb being defused. He has to run down Rain. He has to get this kill. Oh, and sure enough.
Oh no, he doesn't.
He comes through.
FaZe gets a defuse.
How close is that?
That went down to...
How close could that be?
That was the last tick.
Again?
He couldn't have played that any faster. He did exactly what he had to do. But on, I saw a 0 on the clock.
Watch that clock. What? It hits O.
Oh my God.
FaZe return with a vengeance and give Liquid absolutely no room to breathe. A lights out T-side from them coming into that first half. They close things out 16-5, no less. No comeback for Liquid in this one, Matthew.
No, and I love it when theory and reality just completely collide and nothing makes sense. Like we dressed a portrait of Liquid having played the map 15 times and having an incredible record on it, and played against Outsiders, was fine, and then absolutely manhandled. I mean, this was the full display of the power of FaZe Clan, and more importantly, the T side. This is what is really striking me when it comes to Inferno, and this is why I can believe in them with my eyes closed every time they pick it, because their T side is so powerful.
Yeah, FaZe said hell no to that theory that we potentially proposed of Liquid maybe having a chance in this one. They did not give a damn, and I think you're totally right. It was that T side that was just so instrumental for FaZe for getting that initial leg up. Was there anything that you noticed that, or maybe it's sort of stylistically, classically FaZe were were coming onto that offense?
Well, I think that the first step is obviously that OC was quiet the whole game, but also because he almost never put his hands on an AWP. They never run 2 rounds back to back. They never built any money. For the side of Liquid, they were constantly under pressure, both financially and of course mentally in the game. So that's obviously one problem less to worry about if you Kerrigan. And then the issue is, once he's put in that situation, he is extremely good at knowing what kind of map control he can grab for free when there is no op against him. And then you push Liquid on the back seat most of the time and you play with rotations. How many times did we see FaZe players just take control of long A as if this belonged to them? This is, look at me, I'm the captain now, I own long. And that's what they were doing, and poor Liquid were just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. This was a suffering from start to finish.
Yeah, they literally couldn't string any rounds together when we're looking at that round distribution as well. And somebody that continued on an incredible trajectory was obviously Twist, despite, you know, not managing to seal out that Mirage, because Liquid did manage to make the comeback work. That did not phase him at all coming onto their home pick of Inferno.
No, the prestige continues for the Magician. I mean, Twist put up a whole lot of multi-kills. Look at some of the openings that's here. That's back-breaking, right? The amount of openings he was able to find towards Banana, that is basically gross. I don't have any other word for that. Double opening kill while fighting with a Molotov and a flash as well. No. But what is going to strike me as well is that most of the kills are in different positions as well. We've had a couple of multi-kills towards Banana, and he's even at the opening, at the closing. Now he's towards mid again on the CT side. Twist is just lights out in this series so far.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes to preface exactly what you were alluding to coming into this series. When you're looking at FaZe as a whole, you can literally pick any name out of the bag. They're going to be showing up. Brokey had some great moments towards the tail end of the map as well. I think that is what is so dangerous about FaZe is you can rely on literally any one of these individuals to be stepping up when they need to.
No, and they're a team, I think with the baggage of experience they have, they're really strong at keeping the lead under control and not letting an opponent come back into the game. Which is why, coincidentally, Mirage was such a surprise to me. Because whenever we see FaZe being commanding, usually that's the end. There's no comeback against FaZe. They don't allow you, they don't let the foot off the gas pedal. And that's what happened on that Inferno game. Liquid did not win a single back-to-back round this whole map. They only won 1 round on the second half, and that was it. We didn't even have time to see the end of the game. We were walking from our green room up here, hoping to see the last few rounds, and they were already standing up and going outside, and I was like, what the hell? This is already over?
They made that damn quick, and order definitely restored in the FaZe universe, no less. I am interested, though, with Anubis coming into the equation as this third and final deciding map.
Just take that graphic away. That's just mean to Liquid. Nobody needs to know.
Make the Liquid fans cry. I know that Moses is watching in the green room as well. I don't want him to have tears in his eyes. Anubis is interesting, though, because we did see Liquid playing it. Have not seen FaZe playing it, though. They actually banned it in the second wave versus G2 yesterday. But when we were catching up with Twist afterwards, he was saying, we do actually quite like the map. We are feeling quite comfortable on it. I'm interested to see what they're going to deploy on this one.
Yeah, and this becomes the game of mind games on short term, right? When you have a team that has kind of already showed their cards on a map. We've seen Liquid against outsiders. We've seen sort of the tools that they play with, some of the strategies they want to use, hell, even the positions they rock on the map. Well, as FaZe, black box completely for the moment. No idea how they're going to operate.
Well, let's revisit that Liquid versus the Outsiders matchup. The first time we did see Anubis going down here at the World Finals with Danny.
Yeah, we saw Liquid play Anubis against Outsiders, and there was some specific strategy that they're using a lot, and I actually want to break down one of them. It was towards the B site here. So just to preface, we're going to see 2 players outside towards this B main area, and 3 players here towards this water position where they already have control of that connector side. What they're going to do here is they're going to throw the double smoke. So we'll see OC toss this smoke here towards the left side of CT, and then we'll also see Yakinder over here line up just outside connector with the steps. So if you want to follow that home, you can copy this smoke as well. This smoke is going to land towards the right side of that CT spawn area. And what that does is it basically creates a double smoke here where it locks out these players from the CT side. So if they decide to play towards retake, this is basically giving Liquid a free site. But what you'll see here is that for Liquid, as they come in, they have this 3-2 split area. And now with these 2 smokes here, they basically just have to focus on clearing out this side here and these sides here. And just look at the way they kind of coordinate this. You'll see here that Nitro, he throws this Molotov off the pillar that lands towards this back corner here. That can be an annoying position to flush out anybody who might be peeking towards that B main area. On top of that, they also have Yakinder throw this flash here to help these players come up from the entrance here with the flash popping just above them. And then lastly, you'll see that NAVI's going to throw this flash that lands just behind default, and this flash pops right here, allowing these players to swing up from that connector side so they can basically pinch towards this side with the smokes down as well. Ultimately, this is a dry run because nobody's actually in the site, but these smokes allow them to kind of capture powerful positions in the site so that Nitro, even here, he's able to catch these players trying to come in and retake the site. So simple strategy by Liquid. We see them run it a lot. We'll have to see how FaZe deal with it here.
I love that Danny chose to break down that particular moment because we were really pleasantly surprised with how well drilled Liquid were looking on that map.
I feel like this good example that Danny just found us is also the theme of what happened against Outsiders. We are witnessing Liquid pulling an entire execute on the B side with no fights whatsoever against a full gun round. And this was the story of the lack of defense, if I could say, from Outsiders. They gave away so much space to Liquid. They were playing super far back, hoping that they would win retakes. And I personally don't think, as in today, I don't think that's the way that you have to play the map. I think on the CT side, you have to go ahead and take duels. You have to put yourself in 5v4 situations. You have to retake some map control. And I have a sixth sense right now that FaZe are not going to make the mistake Outsiders did.
Yeah, we were so surprised about how passive Outsiders are playing that, particularly towards a mid position as well, because we were looking at, as you know, one of the instrumental parts of the map, and Jane kind of leaving that open more often than not. I don't know. Obviously, they're experimenting with exactly how to play it, but Karrigan's ready with his banana. He loves a good banana.
Yeah, I don't know. That look in the camera while he's eating the I don't know, it does something strange to me. Oh, he's giving us some banana.
Generous man.
No, it's just a fake. Psych. Not getting any.
Don't like bananas anyway, Karrigan. Anyway, does that affect how you're viewing FaZe?
No, it doesn't. I don't think the banana comes into play.
You off.
But again, the only way I can approach this map is by saying this is how Liquid won against Outsiders, and this is why I believe it's going to be different. I truly believe that FaZe will be way more proactive in their ability to find information and to take just mini gambles. Right? I know it's hard to be aggressive on Anubis. I know on the CT side you don't have that many possibilities.
Yeah.
But still, if you put the right amount of bodies and if you can be mobile on the map, maybe you can. Just peek from bridge, look down water, maybe peek from connector as well, push the A side sometimes with a pop flash, try to be in their faces. Don't allow Liquid to run through the strategies. We've just had Mahone show one. They have them in the tools.
I want to pick your brains just a little bit about, you know, the T versus CT side of things, because we were actually just catching up with Jacob in the green room and we had a chat with Yabi on Media Day, and he was saying he feels like it's hella T-sided as a map, but maybe it has been, he was saying in scrims it has actually been playing out like that, but we didn't really see that being super evident coming into the first time we saw it.
No, we haven't seen it, but to be fair, Yekinder was a little bit surprised when he was answering our questions in the interview, saying, listen, the good start we had on the CT side was a little bit of a surprise to me, and that's what put us in a good position. And I echoed his sentiment.
Yeah.
I think the fact that they shut down Outsiders early on their defensive side was massively instrumental in winning. I also think that, again, the passive side of this defense on Anubis is really hard to handle. Like, if you're just staying on sides and you're hoping to handle a full execute coming your way, people don't have the understanding, the deep understanding of the map, know how to handle these situations. So you have to get away from these late 5v5s, you have to make the difference, and if you're on the T side, I think you have to just survive the first 30 seconds. Make sure you punish aggression and then go on with your little plan.
I think I was impressed with the man on screen we just saw there, and NAF as well. The fact that they bolstered, you know, such a good defense on that CT side. I wasn't necessarily expecting there to be, you know, particular players kind of going head and shoulders above the rest when we are coming onto a completely new ground for everybody.
I mean, it might be a little bit of a stretch, but I do believe that when new maps come around the corner, patience is a trait that is very valuable in Counter-Strike, because mistakes are bound to happen. People will overpeak, people will be a little bit curious, and if you can seize these opportunities, if you can punish these moments, I think you're golden, and I believe NAF is kind of a patient player.
Well, it all does come down to the grounds of Anubis. I am so excited to see FaZe taking to the stage on the ground for the first time here at the Blast Premier World Finals. We're going to see exactly who is going to be going through to the semi-finals on Saturday after this.
Well, we're back, folks. It's Anubis queued up between Team Liquid and FaZe. FaZe, the betting favorites, thanks to Betway. And Launders?
Yeah.
You ready to see this FaZe Anubis that everybody's talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so to catch people up, we interviewed Magisk and Rain, and Rain said they've been winning all their scrims, and Magisk said we've been winning all our scrims except versus FaZe. So we have a couple of players who seem to be pretty good, and FaZe to be the best of them potentially. But what we saw yesterday was Outsiders pick it versus Liquid and lose. And when Liquid played it, in my opinion, in both halves, they were the better team. They figured out the map more, and they had pressed their advantages in better ways. And I was surprised at how well they theory crafted a transition to the live match. And as much as FaZe get to see how Liquid played it, Liquid have an advantage getting the rust off, or just being able to show that they transition to it live and they know they operate well. We don't know what other tricks they have. So we'll see how good FaZe are at Anubis. Best team of the year playing the new map at the final tournament versus a team who have a strong win so far.
And a crazy twist, just to prepare you all for this, Team Liquid win the knife round, picked T-side.
Yeah, it's a T-sided map.
Let's see it.
So
let's see it.
It might be a common thing. We'll see.
The FaZe clan Anubis. Got 3 CTs looking to press into the bridge, and Kerrigan finds first blood here in map 3. Semifinals on the line. Rops gets popped by Nitro. And all of a sudden, that A side's looking real clean for the taken. But bomb is on Rain.
Ooh.
That's the problem, right? Now,
CTs are all over it.
That's one thing that I really didn't think we saw a lot of yesterday, and maybe it's just the pistol, but top mid pushes from the CT side are strong. And Kerrigan now, he's got an angle onto Beans. OC trying to fight his way out, but we've got CTs in the T-spawn. And OC's dead to Rain.
Yep.
FaZe clan pick up defensive pistol.
Yeah, so yeah, that mid push. I mean, the only thing I see being difficult is that when you push mid, you could do it with nades.
Yes.
You could do it with nades, but are both sides one smoke wide, or are they wider than one smoke?
Both sides are one smoke wide.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you can smoke one side.
The left side, you got to get a deeper smoke, kind of to that spot where OC was last fighting.
Yeah, but if it's 2 beat, is there a pocket? Well, then you can also just smoke right always or whatever. But yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. Like Liquid were on T side. They gave a lot of love on their T side to mid control, and Outsiders didn't push back at all. So if FaZe want to do that, then they might be onto something.
Right. Already the nades coming out of FaZe Clan's CT side. That nade through the window.
Yeah, is it Rops that's throwing it? Or no, it's, over here, yeah.
It's the Rops nade. Oh, Rops is going to run, but not get away.
He gets overrun.
That's the thing, man. It's tough. You can get swarmed inside this A site. Half by working out well. We've got 2 kills versus FaZe already. Rain rotates through sewers. And OC plants a bomb. Yakinder picks up the next kill, and they're going to continue to try and press in. Brokey needs the reload. Back turned, but Rain gives great cover. And now Nitro over on Plat. Just trying to go unnoticed. Bomb planted for him. Oh, he catches Brokey on that little bit of a pop-up, and a clean headshot could be here. Nitro playing with Rain. Damage done. Oh. And a 1v2 from Plat to give Liquid the map right back.
There it is. And Nitro was great on Anubis yesterday. Overall, like his series wasn't great, but Anubis, that was a standout performance for sure. And the guy calling as well, of course, going to particular amount of attention to all the details on this new piece of territory that everyone's trying to fight over, make it part of their pool. And that is a big eco. We know how light you can be when you attack the A site, and Robs took a risk of, spotting from where he did with his MP9. Thought he could get away, was close to it. Didn't completely manage.
Scout on Kerrigan, Deagles all around. And Twist kicks it off. Nitro's gonna get through here, and Elige from downtown. But that smoke, little gap on the side of it. We've got damage on 3 of the 4 players here for Liquid. So Rain takes position in Ramsey.
And definitely because the defaults aren't so well thought out, there's so much room to get lurky, right? As soon as things start to get into the mid round, that's when every single angle you're not holding could just be a timing, as people are not used to when flanks can happen. All those finer details that we know from other maps are just out the window for now.
Yeah. All the details that are simply going to take time.
Yes, they will just take time.
Regardless of who is who.
And you can even see that, like, you know, this game with these amazing aimers, a lot of the aim comes down to how well you know a map, you know, how good you are on the angles, and that comes with time as well. I think the Oppers have a hard time, especially with new maps. They've got the most difficult job finding out what the best angles are. Right now, FaZe in a decent spot.
Kerrigan holding Glizzy. We've got the peek around. Ooh, Nitro's dead. And that primes Rain perfectly. They've got to try to push, but the pistols prevail with the double. And now Nav recovers. He needs to get that planted, and he's got 5 seconds to spare. Oh, Brokey with the deagle to connect and take it right back from Liquid's force to FaZe's.
Oh, man. The antics have just begun. And the buy here, the amount of money left over. The idea, it is a 1v1. You might want to try to force back. It's a big question. Like this, again, you don't really want to think about the small percentages and stuff like this because, again, everything is so fresh. If you got an idea, maybe try to run with it. The investment's coming in late that they are going to come through probably with a quick one. Let's see what the thought is.
Where do those smokes go? A stairs smoke from CT spawn out of...
We're getting sweaty on day 2.
And then this second smoke as well. I think he threw 2.
Let's see. Nitro watching from above as this gets searched out. And he's actually walking into it. And maybe they'll expect some respect here. It looks like Nitro could clear this. Yep. Wow. Yeah.
Taps into twists.
Totally finds him. Robs
M4 pickup. But does Robs want to stick around? OC on the stairs. Falls away.
And Elige was the guy prying eyes on mid, on T side, over and over again.
Ooh, Ramsey push.
Yeah, they've...
This is pressure on Kerrigan. He's going to get away with 2 because Yakinder gets a team kill. And then Rain, able to get an angle from down in the canals, offers some help. The only place that Kerrigan could be helped from.
Yeah.
So good thing they went for that push because it ends up saving Kerrigan.
Yeah, and again, I think it was Rain who said that people are just not dropping down off bridge that often, but in the mid round, that's when it's going to be, you know, super viable. And here are those open skyboxes allowing smokes to fly pretty much wherever they need to go.
That's a good smoke. I like that one.
Yeah.
That smoke, and then coupled with, you know, this A-site grenade we're seeing thrown from the window in case anybody does want to try and press through that.
Yeah.
But I believe there was 2 smokes thrown from Brokey there.
Around, yeah.
And the second one was more kind of in the canal, blocks off the Ramsey door so that the push can come in early.
Yeah, I think it just take over.
Again, it's like a just in case they push through stairs.
Right.
Through one smoke and into the other. So clearly FaZe Clan have some nice cool utility already being shown.
Yeah, and higher and lower mid are both being given attention by them.
Yep. But it's active CT play.
Yeah.
Love that.
And I think Hunter had a quick point that was just like, there's not much to play for on CT side. And I think that might be true on the extremities. But as we can see from FaZe, that's not true across the whole map. And they are finding ways to pry things open, but from the inside. And they go searching again.
Yeah. Easy push for Rain. No contest, really. He's not alone either. So Rain and Brokey going to have a field day, or so they're meant to, until they meet the Glock of Yakinder.
Another Glizzy.
On the recovery from that team kill last round. Here we go. Easy cleanups as Robs comes out from long.
Yeah,
so it's going to be FaZe 4-1.
Again, a totally new challenge here as Outsiders didn't do anything like this.
No.
They played towards the extremities more. They didn't really push into mid. They held for pushes, but didn't go forward. And again, if it's true that FaZe have just been really owning in scrims with their style of play, we can see that their take on it is work from the inside out. Take advantage of that space in the middle early. Oh, and disrespecting the smoke really fast. That's maybe a novel concept here because they can't beat them out.
Right. It's only the 1 smoke this time. Maybe he threw 2 because he felt like he missed it. I don't know.
Could be.
We'll see, but this time it's only the 1. Brokey hopping on the plat. Molotov makes him uncomfortable, but he's also got support with Rops.
A great fallback position right here, too. You can even just jump up again when that smoke expires.
Kinder met by smoke. So as Team Liquid start to shuffle over for the B hit, also they don't have any long B play at the moment, so they all want to try and push through Ramsey, but Twist is playing inside it. So I don't know, what's the move? Kinder trying to press in, he's got Twist relegated to the corner. Rops just caught Nitro with an active A long push, and Twist's gonna maintain. They turn attention towards long because NAF and OC are over here, but they've also lost track of Elish, who's been able to get in with the mid play. He thinks he's holding long A, but Rops actually climbed up rugs, and now he's in T-spawn. And as if Rops is even needed, Twist gets another kill to Elish, so they did not get their hooks into that B site whatsoever. Rops from spawn, from their own spawn. Kills NAF and OC.
Damn, that's great. I mean, the idea though for Yukinder to respond to what he's seeing right now, getting out into mid fast, that's a good start. And he knows he can do that. So I imagine they're actually going to call something around that idea because they didn't see any FaZe players in the beginning. Where they go from there is something else. But we saw that Liquid, they found their most success in the splits towards B, taking over Ramsey. They have to dislodge Twist in that spot. And honestly, he loves positions like that. I was thinking about how important that part of the map is for basically everyone for sure in the future, because A site doesn't need to be split, but B site absolutely does. Coming in through this main choke point is almost futile, it feels like.
Easy lineup there for Rain on bricks. Twist, almost caught as Yukinder tries to crank the tempo, but it's all too easy for Twists, and FaZe on fire early.
I remember he was like, when Cobble, years ago, when people used to play Cobble, Twist was one of the hallmark drop-down players. He loved playing that position, and it was the spot that everyone hated. And there was just something about Twist that I think, I can't remember if it was a quote, if it was just like what I thought about him or something he said, but he just has like a bone to pick where he likes to play the hardest spots possible.
Sure.
Because he wants that responsibility.
I mean, I think it's evident we're talking about a North American who moved to Europe to play Counter-Strike. So talk about wanting, you know, a challenge. No surprise.
He's always been a player with something to prove. I mean, there was an interview a long time ago where he talked about the times he was being bullied in school, just outside of CS, and how CS gave him a chance to prove that he was, really great at something, and so he tries to take that by the horns, and upping the challenge, I think, makes him feel prouder about it. And so far, looks like he likes this new challenge. He's actually got an op. And that's a good spot to have one too.
Sure. Yep. Definitely.
So we'll see if they have eyes on, and we'll see also if Liquid try a similar idea with Yukinder. Yeah, he is jumping out middle, taking that space again.
I would say tough spot if they're throwing the smoke, which Liquid have consistently.
Yeah.
So maybe better for Twist to be where he is on the exit of Temple, just watching long B.
Yeah, Rain good in positions like this as well. That's like playing cave on Ancient.
Yes.
For example. Working alone.
Yeah.
Two Renegades.
Rain also told us in that podcast recording that, Rops made it clear early, like, he does not want to play A solo, thinks it needs a dedicated second player, and we've seen Brokey over there pretty consistently so far.
Yeah.
It's just in case you get those occasional 5-man T-side pushes. Ooh. Nice flash from Brokey here to assist Kerrigan. Little doors push to get the better of Nitro. And he even wants second servings. He's gonna find it. Gets tagged up, but kills NAF. And now Rops lays down the incendiary and falls away. Elish tries to challenge out, loses half of his health and sees nothing for it.
Smart by Rops and a really good opportunity. No surprise, Elish tries to come through that. But now Brokey can get in behind him. They're well fortified on both sides.
Ooh, both players behind Muffin Top.
These angles great for these angles so great.
But he lands the first shot. Oh! Ooh, and Rops will pick up the slack. As Yukinder gets one, Kerrigan's fast flank gives FaZe an early 7th.
Yeah. Call it whoopie pie, maybe? Meet macaron. Macaroon.
Whoopie pie.
Some kind of dessert, for sure.
This is why they need to give us new maps more often.
Saucer. Beyblade. Lazy Susan.
Dude, stop.
UFO.
Oh, Rain lines it up. Again, a consistent smoke here on the entrance to Ramsey, but Rain just spams through, and Yakinder's not even given a chance to shine. This is a much more successful CT side versus Liquid than what Outsiders could have ever done.
The really tough part here for Liquid is like FaZe did all that stuff in the beginning, and now they're evolving already through the game plan. They won the rounds they wanted to.
Yeah.
Now they're moving the target, the goalpost, I should say.
Missed shot from Brokey. There's a Molotov for you. This gets tough. You can back up.
Let's see if he feels comfortable doing the drop down even. No, not yet.
That's the thing. Again, as long as you have that smoke up, you're good for another bit of time. And unless they have another Molotov, nobody's getting out of... Oh, hold on.
Oh, that was Rain. Oh, he was just coming down Ramsey, so Elite watching that. Oh, but Twist refreshes his spot. Oh, what a shot. Wow.
Apparently he opts.
Damn.
He does it all. Nice couple of kills from Twists. Nitro looking to survive.
FaZe making a statement here, man.
Rob's getting aggressive.
Man, can't wait to see how this map develops. I'm the most excited to see what are the smokes that get thrown at the beginning of every single round. You know, what end up being the default smokes for mid control.
Right now, it's kind of from T side. It's that one outside of Ramsey.
Yeah.
CTs, when we've got bottom stairs. The one smoke you want to avoid is, as a CT, don't smoke B arches. Because then they get to cross for free. Then you get paranoid.
True. Keep that off.
And Nitro's not going to keep his Galil.
After time.
8-1.
Tough. This shot is crazy good from Twist.
Nicely done.
He's loving it right now.
FaZe Clan having a bit of a field day here with Liquid.
Yeah, it's tough again because this goalpost keep moving. Where does Liquid try to think they're going to go next? And what do they do with the space they're getting? Even when they're hanging out inside a mid in the early round, that they realize they can disrespect that smoke. Well, where do they go from there? The late pushes are what are catching them now. That early nade is so oppressive as well when you just want to run out.
Yeah. It's Rops back to his own. Nitro's going to lock into Cringe.
Oh. Okay, now they're just establishing, they're waiting. I think they're trying to work their way into the B split that they did versus Outsiders.
Yep.
But the map control is just being fought for so heavily from FaZe. Really love what they're doing here.
Because this is what kind of feels like the you know, de facto natural start to the metas. I thought it was going to be lots of B splits using the Ramsey entrance and long. And that's what we saw from Liquid versus Outsiders, but Kerrigan decides to take a peek versus NAF on long, and
that's the call out, right?
He's like sat and waiting, and by the time they get into Ramsey, they've already lost long. So they're going to have to just try to lean back into an A play, which feels like if things go poorly, try and pull this out, and Rops is going to play a nice passive corner here in heaven. So Brokey makes the contact. Nitro, slides into the bomb site as Elige picks up the entry, but then bomb gets dropped and the double op out of connector prevails. 3 kills between Brokey and Twists. A gun for Nitro with the bomb, just wants the plant and can't find it. 9-1.
Damn.
FaZe's CT side, world class.
It is, yeah. And that was Kerrigan, I think, the call out on the push at B main, because it was they could feel it. There was a lull in the action. Liquid had gotten middle. They're trying to establish on that default. They got so much success yesterday on this one attack. They haven't been able to pull it off. Kerrigan goes, okay, let's see if you are trying to split, and finds Nafly holding. And then Yakinder comes back, disrespects the utility inside of Ramsey, and decides, okay, we can try to go back to A. But, I mean, they just didn't have a lot of utility as well. It looked like they actually were able to get in the site. They got Robs without him getting a kill. So there was a chance. This is tough. It's one of these situations where, like, if you think hard enough, there's going to be some exploitable weakness, but it's such unexplored territory for everybody. You just don't know where you're going to find that. And again, FaZe doing a good job of showing so much variety already. They haven't even gone back to anything they've done in the beginning of this game.
Non-existent game tape as well, so remember Liquid kind of split their preparation for this event, half between Europe, half between NA. Curious if they would have gotten a chance to size up FaZe on this very map, but right now, Rain will be met by the smoke yet again.
This is an interesting look, right? They've got Yakinder taking that same free space, but now pairing it with a very fast attack.
This time, this time they're already prepared to pounce through this long push, which last time was delayed. Rain not able to get more than the one, but so be it. Twists plays behind the obelisk, and OC will find some kind of an answer, but it leaves him on 22 health. He's got a hell of a lot of time to play. But it's the HP that's the limiting factor.
And 2019 Liquid, it didn't really have an op that was like superstar level, but Twist on this map, it feels like if that existed at the time, he'd be the guy doing it. He's just been wonderful on this site. But it's a 1v2 here for OC. You know, he's low HP, but there's an op here for Brokey, and all he has to do is punish one really big mistake to give himself a chance.
Brokey concerned with the mid flank as well, so he's just going to give a little space to the site itself, but timing on the peak confirms OC's position. Rops, the flank is there, and so are the double digits for FaZe, 10-1.
Mm-hmm.
2 players survive.
And with this rain kill as well in the beginning, and then, you know, Twist can stand here, back obelisk, just work off these angles. It's like that.
Yakinder has been muzzled trying to come through canals.
Yeah.
And a couple of times now, it's just Rain catching him through the smoke.
Yes, and that's credit to Rain. He's going right in front of that smoke, shooting directly for him.
It's like Rain is, it's such a classic. You think of, again, caves on Ancient. Rain has all the lines up through the scaffolding, through those gaps. So it's no surprise that just because it's smoked, Rain still knows those lines. You know, and he's predicting Yakinder's position time and time again.
Yeah, great on timings, absolutely.
We're seeing, you know, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but Rain is the evidence otherwise.
Yeah, but he's also the one teaching everyone else, I think.
Leash sees a little skin in mid, so Liquid gonna try to change things up, but Twists is still succeeding on the AWP, and Naf ready to try and press through connector. Brokey, he's gonna land his shot. Ops just tearing them apart at the moment. And Kerrigan, such a nuisance that Naf stays preoccupied, allows Brokey to come in with the peak, and now it's a 10-round lead.
Yeah, and this is for semifinals. We're just talking about Anubis, but this is just the FaZe actually onto something huge here. And this is Rain who's actually been rifling more in Ramsey now that Twist has been picking up the op. And the rotations are so fast between the site and mid on both sides that where Brokey just got his multi-kill inside of mid as the A player, and Twist as the B player came down to Ramsey within 2 seconds to kill Yakinder inside of mid. So you just so much play here for the ops. So many easy and great shots and nice long distances as well. And at the same time, it feels kind of compact when you turn your attention inward.
Starting to hit that point of the map where, like, I wanted to see FaZe's T side.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know when they slow down at this point.
Still a chance that maybe we get to, but it's going to take a little more from Liquid. Pistol could just end this one early. At least it's a full-fledged buy from Liquid.
Really shows off how smart this FaZe team is, man.
There's that nade from Rops. Look at the damage. See, that's what happens. If Yakinder tries to press out early, that nade's going to find him.
Yeah. And now they know they're desperate for an early fight as well. Yeah. You know, when you start losing a lot, then you start taking more risks. And that's when they're even more punishable. And this angle, I mean, it's just been hard to get him out because they can molly him back here, but he just smokes it. And they can swing with it.
But if he takes too far of an angle, you can get caught.
Yeah, it could be, I don't know.
He's not alone, though. Don't forget. Rops is right here with him. Liege got into the corner. I wonder if Kerrigan saw that.
Looks like he's... I don't know if he's holding for the left peak, but yeah, he's looking for the door swing. Let's see if he clears this. No, he doesn't.
Oh, nice. Oh, a little trick from Liege. Gets an opening kill to Team Liquid. These have been far and few between. And now Rops loses his support as Brokey has to go back to try and clear the gap in mid. Naf joining Liege. Kinder's just going to chill in the cutout.
Yeah.
As the pressure comes through, Brokey has to turn to help Rops, but that's where Naf actually presses in. And now Rops, with this smoke in front of him, they're putting shots over top, but that's not because he's been seen. They're just nervous. And, well, Nitro able to catch a very critical kill to try and open up this A site. Naf still holding on to middle. will look like Liquid have found themselves a second.
Okay.
It's desperate at the end of the half, but at least it's 2.
Yeah, maybe we will get to see a CT side and a T side from FaZe Clan. After seeing the CT, you just want to know what they can do.
At least it's 2.
Yeah, everyone fragging. Everyone fragging. Rob's has had a harder time, I think, over on A. But it is just hard in general.
Yeah, tough spot.
So, but he hasn't found clearly not found a spot that's just like his go-to. That's really comfortable. Besides pushing, where I think there are some great angles for the CT side pushing. Can't help but feel insecure a little bit.
Oh, they double it up with a Ramsey nade too. So, first one is kind of dodged, but the second gets the damage in, and now a forward setup, right? Rops on the baskets, and Brokey gonna draw the attention away, but Alicia's AK connects to the headshot. Brokey stuck for a second, dives back into the bomb site. He's got support here already in Kerrigan.
They want to respect the smoke, but they also don't want to have to re-default, so it's hard. They can't put pressure anywhere else, and look, now the CTs are starting to scour.
So nervous that top mid could have been pushed, that they've lost all of B.
Yeah.
In reality, FaZe don't get too aggressive this round. But Liquid have to go back and secure it.
Yes, and then make at least a little bit of presence. It looks like they're just going to continue forward with that A play, but just want to be a good team about this.
However, like we saw in the last round, right? Mid to A split.
Oh, what a shot. It's actually a leash from behind. And the op goes down.
But
Brokey, goddamn.
Yeah, A site now completely clear for the taking. So some late success in this half. And it's back-to-back rounds by way of A split.
That's pretty good. That's just sound fundamentals right there. Splitting back towards mid-late, on top of getting the kills, not putting all their eggs in this one A hit, even though that could have worked as well. And I think that's definitely hallmark to new Liquid these days. It's just willing to play the whole round and play fast in some of them, but do what they need to do to make sure they have sound fundamentals at all times. So, all right.
No way.
Through. Oh, there was a chance.
Keep him locked in, twists. Oof, quick scope to a leash.
Oh, that was actually winnable for a second if OC went down. Now twist just a bit too far.
He'll hold on to the op.
They have enough money to just go in if they want to, but
it's 3 for Liquid.
Yeah.
Take what you can get towards the tail end of this half. This FaZe came out swinging. Now Liquid respond.
Okay. So looking for 4, and starting to get better and figure things out.
Oh, damn. It's even nicer from Alicia's perspective.
Right, true. I wonder if FaZe want to go back to some of the early stuff now. They're starting to get figured out. This kind of second tier of their game plan. Like a bit back. Oh, okay. Here's an evolution.
Triple ops.
Triple ops.
Well, if you got the money for it, flex. Nade does no damage. Flash out from bridge.
Oh, the push out on both sides of the smoke.
And the flash comes from the mid player. Double Ramsey push. And now Twists gonna leave Rain for a moment, and in that moment, OC recovers a kill. So it's still a man advantage, but only the 1. And 3 ops still up between the 4 players of FaZe. That was cool that you get 2 players with guns in hands running out from Ramsey, and it's Kerrigan popping flashes from that bridge window. You know, it doesn't slow down the second CT. We're learning.
Yeah, it's very cool to watch people learn on the fly. This pillar is actually so key. Oh, see, yikes, what's happening right here?
What?
Did OC, he couldn't figure out the sound. It's all brand new, I guess, so had no idea Kerrigan was that close, maybe. Twist comes out, wow.
Footsteps in water are a different beast, and Elige.
Man, the ops are just popping off from every single position.
Look at the pile of dead bodies just right there by the arch.
True.
Look at that radar, there's like 8 kills in that one spot.
So, well, Twist now just has a definitive position here.
Well, he's trying to figure this one out. Twist can turn his attention back. Oh, so many corners to clear. Not gonna happen. Twists the Opper, ladies and gentlemen. 18-6 right next to Rain. It's 3 rounds for Liquid to try and claw this back.
I haven't.
How banana?
I'm not gonna walk in though.
How
I'm gonna
banana?
go.
Ruins one.
Yeah.
Nice. How banana? You can leave me. Swap with me.
Okay.
Take CT now or banana.
I'm gonna fight for
ruins.
Hold in.
Nice. Just hide now if you can.
Oh, this is Russ. Let's fucking go.
Down! You can just kill them. I'm gonna stay.
Holy shit, bro.
Get the Canadian slap! Boom! Can we boost back up? Can we boost back up fast?
No, I'm upper.
Nice. Just smoke upper. Someone boost. Come on,
Yeah,
boost me.
I come.
Come and boost me.
1A, 1A.
1A.
Stay alive with that.
I'm dead.
Bomb is on base.
One more. Go.